Greetings and salutations, my beautiful people, and welcome back to a new installment of the Impromptu podcast. I'm Saito, and we are joined with I Am Daisy, NickMayCry, and RaionBomber once again. How you doing, everyone?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing quite
I
fine.
am awake.
Woo! Awakeness is always good. Stay
Yes,
woke.
I am as well. Actually, I woke up from a, what was that, 7-hour nap, so yeah, I'm pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we may even be joined by a fifth. That's what it sounds like. Breaking news. Breaking news in my
Yeah, really.
person.
Okay, sounds good.
That's always, I guess that's why we call this Impromptu podcast, because shit just happens.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
I know that guy.
Yeah. Let's hope he comes in soon. TM? This is the first time this happens.
I don't see anyone. I don't see anyone popping up in the voice.
Yeah, he hasn't, he hasn't shown up yet.
I don't think he plugged up his mic yet.
Oh shit.
It's usually something you're supposed to do in advance.
Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna show up.
Same.
All right. Well, anyways, well, you're the host, so you go ahead and do the thing.
Well, usually with our formats that we kind of always go around the circle and go and speak about what everyone's been playing lately. So, whoever wants to go first, you can go ahead. Who wants to be the first victim? That's the right word, right?
Yeah, I'll go first since nothing has changed.
Alright, what you been playing lately?
Okay, so, yeah, been more of the same as like last week's stuff, except, forget 3-on-3 freestyle. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, I've been playing, Gundam Versus, of course, .hack GU Last Recode, and, just got back into more Tekken 7, because, you know, there's a community for that game where I live, and I have to get good.
Lucky you.
Good, my child.
I'm in SoCal, and everyone and their dog plays Smash.
Hey, Smash is good.
Yeah, we have a really
like
big Smash scene.
I mean, I like Smash. Don't get me wrong. It's just I'm a little tired of it.
Yeah, for us it's just
a little.
For us, it's like Smash is just so big that it's its own community where where the normal fighting game people don't even bother them. When we had our big Naptown Clutch thing in Indiana last year, they had their own side of the room to play every Smash.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because like Smash or as are becoming known, platform fighters are more like their own thing now. You know, which in my opinion is great. I mean, I love seeing a subgenre expand and evolve, and that's like, yeah, I think it's really cool.
So yeah, Gundam Versus, like I said last time, it's a game that looks shallow because it's arena fighter, but it goddamn is not the deepest game in the fucking face of the fuck. Just what? Game is deep, just so deep. Just
I played the one on PSP, and I have no knowledge of Gundam at all, but I still loved it. So I'm looking forward, because I was like, God, I want a game where I can just be a giant robot and beat the crap out of the giant robots. Are there Gundam games on PSP? Oh look, there is. And I logged a lot of hours into that game because I was like, God, I want a game.
Pretty good time. Yeah, I love the PSP one as well. I think it was the one I played was a Gundam vs. Gundam Next Plus on PSP, which to me is still my
too. Yes.
Yeah, to me it's still my fave because of just like the roster and its presentation overall. Because right now with the Gundam Versus we're missing like so many characters because we're like, you know how fighting games are now. Yeah. You know, we pay for a beta phase because they don't, there's no arcade testing anymore. And so for them to, this is the first Gundam Versus on PS4. It's the first time they're using the Unreal 4 engine for it. So they're slowly building up. You know, they're getting the gullible people like me, who was completely fine of not having any G Gundams in the game because I have 2 Capools. Oh my god, two Capools! It used to just be one.
Breaking news, I do apologize for this. For some reason my computer is acting a bit retarded. It just gave me a temperature warning thing, which is weird because I'm not running shit. But if by chance I go offline randomly, that means my computer crashed.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, that happens. Don't worry about it.
It's just funny to me. I'm like, wait, I'm not doing shit. But it's happened before, so just give him the heads up. Alright, continue.
No problem.
Okay, yeah, so 2 Capools. Man!
2 of them? I don't even know what that means, but that sounds insane.
Like, Capools... It's funny, because Capools have been, like, around since, like, original Mobile Suit, but they didn't, like, become important to a story or plot until Turna Gundam. And, like, you know, because they were used to be the enemy Mobile Suit for, like, you know, Xeon and stuff. But Turna Gundam, since, like, it's about, like, people finding Gundams, like, way in the future and stuff like that, and Mobile Suits way in the future. So things like Zaku's and Capools are on the good guy side, because they were, like, buried underneath the ground. And they're old.
Weird.
So yeah, and I just like them, because they're, like, made for underwater combat, but, like, they're never there. And, like, so it's like a normal Capool, which is kind of a turquoise color, and it's like, you know, dang. And it's like, dang, because Turner Gundam was like this thing where, like, technology had regressed, they didn't even know it was called Capool until, like, the last, like, 2 episodes of the show. So they just called it Ball, because it just rolled into a ball.
Yo, it's Metroid.
And, what else? So yeah, normal Capools. And then there was Corrin's Capool. And Corrin was one of the people from the moon who, like, you know, they cryogenically froze themselves and all that type of stuff. So they knew about the technology. And what makes Corrin Capools, like, much more fun to play is that it's because it's a fighting type and it just boosts across, like, the whole screen and stuff. Like, since it's ranked as, like, a low, weak unit and stuff like that, it doesn't have a lot of health, and it dies very quickly. But, boy, if it won't take people down with, like, these 4-hit combos, like, holy crap, if you get caught and this Capool's, like, you know, giant bat and rushing combo, you know, you're gonna die if that happens twice.
Huh.
I love Corrin's Capool.
So it's a glass cannon, in other words.
Pretty much. Also, for extra effect, it's painted red because of that whole scheme of, you know, where, well, you know, with Char and Gundam and stuff like that, when it's red, it's 3 times faster. So they kept that with it. I've been like, when I got
the are they fucking orcs? What are they, fucking orcs?
Oh god. I guess. Just, oh man,
you see, we're on 2 different levels. We're talking about 2 different things that neither of us know anything about.
I don't know. Well, somebody will have to explain it to me. But yeah, that's Gundam Versus in a nutshell.
I'll give you the skinny. Warhammer 40k, there's a faction called Orcs. They're really stupid, but they have a collective, like, psychic power. And if they all believe something, then it becomes true. For example, they all collectively believe that if something goes faster, if it's painted red. So there's a rule in the game where red units have 1 extra, like 6 more inches of movement area. And also they have unlimited ammo because they believe that their ammo will never run out because their god watches after them.
Wow, that's
Warhammer's fucking crazy. That's why I love it.
That's freaking crazy. I think I remember a coworker explaining that to me one time.
Probably. It's gotten pretty popular over the last few years.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's Gundam. These awesome 2-on-2 robot battles that use a Yu-Gi-Oh life point system. Yeah.
Yeah, I've played the PSP one, so I kind of know.
Yeah.
A little. A little.
It's pretty much more the same.
My only experience with Gundam is when I was a kid and I was watching Toonami, and then there was a preview for Gundam Seed, and I was like, oh, hey, this looks cool. And then I started watching it, and it's like 90% people talking about politics, and I'm just like bored out of my fucking mind. I'm just like, wow, I wasted 30 minutes of my life on this shit. I'm never watching this again.
And then you seen G
like,
Gundam
I think I
and
gave
got
it,
happy?
Huh?
And then you watched G Gundam and got exactly what you wanted?
No, I never watched G Gundam. When I was a kid, I was deprived of cable.
Oh.
So I didn't get cable until like maybe near the end of the original Toonami's lifespan. Like I caught like
that for you.
Oh yeah, like I caught stuff like Bobobo and IGPX, which I still fucking love, and like all that stuff. But I only caught Gundam Seed sporadically, so it was a very precious thing whenever I got access to cable. You know what I mean?
It's sad too because like Gundam Seed is like literally the one that like everyone in like, well, at least in North America, they hate that shit.
Very worried. I keep seeing that that temperature thing keeps showing up on my screen.
Uh-oh.
Oh my god, what?
Put some fans on, bro.
It does have fans. It's actually loud as shit.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
You got a virus or something?
No, but it says it's actually from my same thing I use for my computer tweak shit. It just says that it's at like 65 degrees or something. If that's considered bad or not, I don't know.
It's not.
Okay.
If it's in like 70 or 75, then you got a problem.
Okay, well it's
65 isn't that.
Person, like not have a mic that's trying to come in?
I don't know. It says he has. It says he's muting himself, but.
Oh, okay.
Super Ninja, yeah.
Alright, yeah, let me go on to my next game. Yeah, that dot hack GU last for code. I still haven't beat Volume 1 in that game yet, but goddamn if I like looking at those, like, motion capture cutscenes that, like, literally almost killed the PS2. Just like, damn. Just like, it's like some really amazing stuff. Like, just looking at these cutscenes, like, that they, like, put special effort into to, like, just motion capture them, and just seeing how CyberConnect as a company progressed to, like, make a bunch of Naruto games afterwards and make them look amazing but play like shit and make me feel sad when I finish them because, did I really, waste time on this game?
Story of my fucking life. Only replace Naruto with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh my god! It's just like All-Star Battle was so close to being good, and then Eyes of Heaven had to come out of nowhere and ruin it.
So it was like Eyes of Heaven. Okay, so you're just gonna take what you did in All-Star Battle and improve on it. Cool. No, we're making an Anarchy Reigns clone. A bad one.
A bad one, yeah.
Just like, dude, let's take what we used from the Naruto engine and put it in here with special stage effects. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah.
And this comes from someone who loves Anarchy Reigns, so there you go.
Just like, goddamn. And then what made it even worse is that, like, that original story they had for Eyes of Heaven was what I wanted for All-Star Battle, but he wasn't thinking about it at that time. What the
No, I'm sure, like, someone was inebriated when that was being brainstormed.
Just like, oh man. But anyway,
hey, what a Dio was a god. Just fucking everything.
Just everything. Because we need 4 Dios.
Yeah. That's the...
Oh yeah.
Wanna have 5? Have 5 Dios.
Yeah?
Wanna have 7 Dios, 8 Dios, 9.
Every
One
Dio.
Dio for each part.
Yeah, there you go.
Everyone is Dio. He's the fucking Xehanort of JoJo's.
There you go.
He travels through time and retroactively turns people into him.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a swell plan for our for the Dios.
But anyway, yeah. Dot hacks stuff. Glad that series is back. Glad they chose the game that was actually playable to put on PS4 in a collection. Because fuck the Force 4 games. Because, it's not a real-time RPG when you have to keep opening a menu. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, so thanks GU for skill trigger, because press that, pop that R1 button, and hurry up and pick that skill within 10 seconds, and then get that Rengeki, and Yuri Lowenthal coming back to play Haseo again, because I like dubs, and man, it's been a thing where they've been not trying to dub video games for a while.
Haseo, God, that guy's fucking design is Edgy McEdgerson, the edge of the blood edge, just
it's a thing.
Jesus Christ,
it's a thing.
People bitch about Noctis having a really shitty design. I'm like, dude, have you seen like Haseo and shit? I know they're unrelated, but Jesus Christ.
Oh no, they're heavily related. they're both products of Japanese people being influenced by the Sasuke syndrome.
Oh yeah, totally.
Where people want to make their own Sasuke, but in the end, they end up being better characters than Sasuke because.
Oh yeah, Noctis was a good character. It's just that he has a shit design.
I would argue against that, but that's just me. I'm not a fan of Final Fantasy 15 as a whole, so that's just me.
Yeah, fair enough. I'm bitchy on 13 myself, so. I know how you feel.
I'm back and forth when it comes to 13. Like, I thought it was alright, but I never beat 13 because I got stuck on that one boss where the guy looks like a UFO with like a bunch of faces on it, and then he does like a move where you have like a countdown where you just automatically die. And I was like, well, this is dumb, and I just stopped playing.
That design kind of describes like 5 different enemies in that game.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird because like the designs on the enemies in that game are interesting. Some of them are really cool, and some of them are just like, well, we know what the motif you guys are going for is.
Why is there a Patreon button here?
Why isn't there?
I don't know.
What Patreon button where? On the Discord?
Yeah, I see one in the offline list, and I'm just like, why?
It's because if you are a Patreon supporter, you get a special secret chat and voice chat and other stuff. I don't know.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's something that was part of when I made the page. It like gave me the option of making that. It's like, sure, I'll do that. I mean, it's not like anyone's actually gonna ever actually support me on that, but
yeah.
I do what I can. I do what I can.
Okay, so yeah, Dot Hack, Haseo, Edgy. Yeah, what design did you look at, by the way? Because Haseo has like
belts.
The Haseo has 5 forms.
Oh, I just remember seeing one where, like, it was as a picture, and it literally counts all the belts he has, and it's like 53 belts.
Wow, it's just like, hey, like, is his belly button showing in that first one? Because that's his first form.
I believe so. Yes.
Because he gets more belts in his second form.
That's good. Fuck. I hate that shit so much.
And then he loses all the belts and gets like spiky armor in third form.
Yeah, the armor looks fine. The armor I have no problem with. It's just the fucking belts. It's like, why, God.
And then like his X form, he just goes with this white scheme. His hair like stops being spiky, and I don't know. He looks like he's just wearing like, you know, like a menorah on his back or something. I don't know. And then his new form for like the new Volume 4 that they put in the remake, I don't know, he kind of looks like a bootleg Dante.
Huh.
Featuring
they gave him a new whip sword and all that type of stuff, and I don't know, I believe they were inspired by Devil May Cry to do something. I'm not sure.
At least someone was, unlike, you know, people who made Devil May Cry.
Featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
Oh God.
But yeah, that hack. I need to play that more. I'm still on Volume 1. I just beat that bitch in the arena. God damn, I hate Bordeaux, but I also like her. Especially when they like motion capture and get the good cutscenes. Because, you know, exactly tan waifus. Like, she's always talking shit, too. But then it's just like, you know, they still give you the option to, like, marry her at the end of the game. And I'm just like...
Yeah. That's
weird.
That sounds like a good choice.
Well, I guess some guys like being tugged out, too. So, you know, whatever.
It's just like, I just like the whole marriage scene where it's just like, you know, she's just like, you know, I was always after you because I didn't want you to get away from me.
And you had to be a bitch about it the whole time? Okay.
Oh, like,
whatever.
What? I was like, bitch. You're like, bitch, whatever, I know you. Oh, God. I think that was a thing, too. They added in the remake where you could actually marry all the guys if you wanted to. Because in the older PS2 version, you could only marry one because Andrus is fucking gay.
Oh.
Weird.
Shit, that's just all Andrus is. It's just fucking gay.
I mean, I guess, you know, you gotta appeal to the Fujoshi market, you know? Just expand your territory.
Nigga's fucking lonely that he can't have his cat friend anymore, so he's just all like, you know, let me get some of this cock. Okay.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know, it's .hack lore. It's too much .hack lore. It like, you literally have to play like every game. I know the series
is very lore heavy. It's like, oh my god. My only memories of .hack are like kids in middle school like discussing it and like really when Adult Swim didn't play on like Friday nights for some reason, and they would show like just obscure shit, and one of the things they showed was like the .hack anime, and I was like, oh, this looks kind of cool. I don't know what's going on, but I like the theme song, so I guess I'll watch it.
Yeah, theme song was great. Okay, what else? Yeah, Tekken 7, Claudio, hop kicks. Yeah, just pretty much just trying to get back a feel for Tekken 7. Maybe I should be learning the Dragunov matchup because that, you know, fucks with me. Like, seriously, like, I hate that character so fucking much. Like, it doesn't even follow the rules of Tekken because it's just, I just feel like the Dragunov players are fucking mashing because there's like no openings when you fight that character.
I have that same feeling about Jack, but that's just me.
It's just like, oh my fucking god. And it's like, people want to be mad about Akuma and Eliza, Keith, and say they're OP. I have no problems fighting Akuma. Sidestep. Jump backwards.
That's all you gotta do is just sidestep.
Whoa.
It's a 3D fucking fighting game with a projectile. You literally go to the side to dodge it.
Whoa, he finally speaks.
Just like, oh my god, but somebody teach me how to fight this Dragunov though, fuck. Cause almost everybody in my local is trying to play Dragunov. I'm just like, I keep losing to this girl, and she's all like, Dragunov is my husbando, and I'm just like, oh my god, you fucking weak.
Hey, why just play in top tier, that's it.
Fucking shit. Fuck. Oh yeah, also yeah, I was getting back into King of Fighters 14. After that podcast happened about on the Dream Council, and they talked about that EventHubs article that was about KOF and the state of it in in North America and all that type of stuff. Our indie SNK leader has finally decided to do some action and just like try to help us weaker players to actually learn our fucking characters and the general idea of how we're supposed to be playing.
That's good, I guess.
You know how to keep the game alive, basically.
Pretty much, because when it comes to KOF, it's like it's full of a bunch of old people that really don't care to play online, and that kills it for all the casuals and the new people trying to come in.
Played it for like a month and then it's like okay, then went to something else.
Yeah. For the biggest thing. I mean, honestly, it's just like, since we're so spread out, like, not everybody can make it to, like, a local or a tournament or all that type of stuff. And having online where you could just boot it up and play randoms, that's a thing that's needed. But, like, when you can't play rank because it's empty, because the first 2 months scared people off because, KOF is a game that never changes. Well, okay. The core mechanics of the game doesn't change.
The game had the least amount of changes out of the fighting games that we've gotten in the past 2 years, I want to say. Like, KOF maybe had like one rebalance. one or two rebalances where you have things like Injustice that still get rebalanced. Like they just had a rebalance come out like a few days ago.
Man, Injustice. I had to rebuy that shit just for some Ninja Turtles. God damn it.
Yes, you do. And you're gonna like it.
Oh my god, I'm gonna like it for a week and then stop like I did last time because it's how it was. I just played that game for the story mode and I was like, this story's fucking dumb. Oh god, and then I like tried to play online, got my Jon Stewart skin, Green Lantern was fun for like 5 minutes and now it's just like,
they kind of messed that up, the online in a sense where it's like, in order, you have to like they added the, I guess the custom characters for Multiverse that you make in like single player mode, you can take them online for casual matches. So in order to get a casual match without any like power-ups or anything like that, you have to hope that the person that you're playing with also decides to turn off superpower characters.
Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, that was retarded.
There's no lobby for like, you know, just
you have to make
no powers.
You have
that's
to make
weird.
Like ranked is no armor or whatever. The casual matches is free for all. So if they feel they want to play with armor, then they can.
I see. I guess that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's retarded.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
But then again, Street Fighter netcode got bad recently. I don't know what's going on.
That stuff was always bad to me. I never like spent some experimental rollback.
No, like I never had issues up until I want to say I started turning the game on like a week ago.
Could just be PSN too, because PSN is weird.
No, I play on PC.
PC? Okay, yeah, then it's just Capcom.
Yeah, it's just Capcom.
I play on PC.
It runs on the same network thing for Street Fighter V. It's not like how some games where it's like it's good for one platform or it's kind of for another. For Street Fighter V, it's all one thing, and I don't know, in my opinion, it's always been kind of not so great. Where it's like it's either okay or it's really bad. And then for me, I kind of joke about certain characters. It's like, oh, it's a Nikali, or it's a Laura, or it's a Vega player, or a Bison player. And it's like, well, time to teleport. Because they always seem to conveniently have really shit connections. While, like, if I see a Karin, or a Ryu, or a Goki back when I used to play, they're, like, solid, really good connections. But as soon as it's those certain characters,
as soon as you get a fucking Ken, it's just like, oh.
So it's fucking Dark Souls.
Yeah.
The netcode is Dark Souls, where in the sense it's like,
it's literally the same problem as Dark Souls.
You get a Lara, you get a Ken, you already know the netcode's gonna be fucking garbage.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm gonna stab at the air and just crit you. Fuck you in your game.
Oh my god, this is like I had to stop playing that one day when I went for that grab with Mika, and it just literally went through Nash's body when I was playing Zack, and I was just like, okay. Fuck this game. Fuck this game. Turn it off. Mid-match. Put it back in the case.
just put it in the case and just be like, put it on the shelf like, I need a break.
No,
it's not you, it's me. I mean, no, it's totally you.
I threw that shit in the trash.
I sold my copy. I never looked back. Like
just like, oh god.
My life became just a little bit better the moment that it was out of my household. It's fun.
Damn, that's saying a lot.
That game.
I immediately started feeling a bit like I smiled about 25% more often the moment I knew it was gone.
Damn.
It's like oh yeah, Street Fighter V is gone. It's like completely smile.
Hey, I can play other games now. Better games.
I was already playing other games. I think up until like the weekend for Youmacon, I haven't played Street Fighter V since like when the hell did what's her fucking face? Colleen, the ice bitch. When did she come out?
Like I think it was
a couple months ago.
January or February.
Like
oh god, was it?
To be exact.
Wait, it was March?
I think it was February 28th because she got delayed. I think she was the one who got delayed.
Everybody got delayed.
Yeah.
No, see, she got delayed, like, but I want to say I think it was like the gap between Abigail and Minot was really, really short.
Yeah,
it really was. Like, they didn't even hype Minot at all. It was just like, yo, here's Minot, and everybody's like, yo, Wafu.
like Minot should have been the one on Evo and not Abigail, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Abigail is such a fucking terrible design.
I have a feeling they're gonna nerf his fucking damage. Like, there's no reason why he does that much damage.
Like, he shouldn't be blocking health bars with his head.
I know, like...
Not even that.
I'm looking at this guy, I'm like, is that a fucking, like, did you guys fuck up the model or some shit? He's
like,
supposed to be that
big? On
big?
a crush counter, like, on certain characters, like a Ibuki, you can lose 80% life just for fucking up.
Damn.
Yeah.
That is not okay.
Yeah.
No.
But I mean, the same thing can be said about Balrog. You know, you breathe.
No, you know he's getting hurt. Like, that's not any question about that.
Yeah.
Like, he's done.
I'm kind of worried about what's gonna happen to Karine, because she's like, in my opinion, the most honest character in the game. But I feel like they're gonna destroy her when they go.
They're gonna destroy her.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah. So it's like I have literally no reason to play the game anymore. It's like, even if I want to come back, they're gonna kill her, and I'm like, well, I have no reason to play this game anymore, because even the one character that gives me a slight inkling of fun is gonna become shit, so I'm not gonna play the game anymore. That's just me.
Might as well go back to KOF with them years. Okay.
Yeah, KOF boys.
KOF boys dying on the inside.
Whoa. Laura's gonna get destroyed. Cammy's probably gonna get destroyed. Balrog definitely is getting destroyed. They already tried to start destroying Guile. And I think Ibuki's gonna get destroyed.
Aww.
And I think they're gonna revert like half the changes they did to Ryu. Because it makes no sense how
it's like the opposite of Valve. You know, it's like, hey, let's make everyone overpowered and fun. No, let's make everyone underpowered and make it boring as shit.
Like, it made no sense why Ryu went from second best character in the game to the worst character in the game. And they thought that was a good idea.
Like, it's freaking Ryu. He should be mid-tier at least.
About mid.
Yeah.
Even mid or mid-low. Mid-low is like the lowest he should be, because he's like the basic fundamental character.
Yeah.
Like, he should never be, like, terrible.
No, definitely not.
Like,
I mean, it's fucking Ryu, you know?
Yeah, they keep putting that nigga on the damn cover.
I think they're probably going to revert the DP thing we did, that, like, nerfed all wake-up DPs. Because that was, like, a big thing for a lot of DP characters. Like, no invincibility on DPs, like, it's retarded.
And even if it being invulnerable with the EX versions, it's not worth it. Like that.
It's not worth it because they can just block it, and then you waste the bar for nothing.
Yeah.
Like, DPs are supposed to be risk and reward. Now it's just risk or risk. Risk and no reward.
Who's making these decisions?
I don't know. Someone.
The guy who left Capcom.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, and that guy Combo Fiend that just fucking...
Combo Fiend, yeah, he just fucked off. He was like, yeah, I'm a hack. Okay, bye.
Like, yeah, fuck this.
He's like,
I still blame it. I blame that nigga.
I'm the Inafune of fighting games.
Like, I don't know why they thought that. Like, taking Invo off of DPs was a really good idea. Like, oh, you get your Invo on frame 3. Oh, okay, so basically I can just get jabbed out my DP. That's great.
Pretty much. Have fun with your highly punishable tactic.
The wake up jab.
The thing that was also stupid about the DP change is that, like, they make the DP change, but they still keep the whole, oh, if you get a DP blocked or whiffed, it has the crush counter thing. Like, why keep that design thing if you're gonna ruin the reward?
If you're enough for DPs, you should have just took away crush counter.
Yeah. But the thing is
because
also,
everyone at Capcom is fucking inebriated.
And then another thing that's also retarded is that there's some characters who have DP-like moves, that don't have the crush counter thing when they get blocked or whiffed. Like Ibuki's like kick thing, whatever her kick DP is.
Mm-hmm.
Not counting the EX one, the other ones are still pretty decent wake-up tools. Decent, but you can't punish. They don't get crush countered. But then we have EX for Senha on Karin, which the game claims is fully invulnerable in her tutorial thing. It claims it's fully invulnerable. I call bullshit because I have been jabbed out of it, meated out of it, and straight up like beaten by other moves that actually are invulnerable, or moves that aren't invulnerable when trying to do that move. So it's not invulnerable, uses a bar, but still can be crush countered afterwards, which is completely retarded. But yeah, that's just...
So the game flat out fucking lies.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Everyone at Capcom is drunk. There's no denying it.
Yeah, so they're full of shit. Shoutouts to Capcom back in the day saying that we have quote-unquote top men working on bringing back Mega Man, and that was back in like what, fucking 2013.
Don't even. That honestly makes me sad.
Yeah.
Like, the fate of Mega Man, like the series that puts you guys on the fucking map.
In terms of consoles, yeah.
You just no. You're gonna fucking like just throw it away. Okay, sure, why not? You lend it to Nintendo and they do like
the best thing that ever happens.
They give more love to Mega Man in like one game in like a year than Capcom has ever done in like the last 10 years.
Yep.
It's not fair. We live in the bad future timeline.
Yep.
Just no.
We definitely live in the worst timeline.
No.
Like, we got a new fucking Bubsy game before we got a new Mega Man.
Yes, I'm like that was the nail in the coffin for me. Like I watched it. I'm like, there's no hope for it. There's no hope.
It was okay.
There's no hope.
But the game
like,
was okay.
Bubsy is a series that had no good games. Why would you bring that back?
I think the people who made Gianna made the game. I think, yeah, they did.
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw the trailer, like, gameplay footage, I'm like, so it's basically just a Gianna reskin.
Mm-hmm.
That's literally what it was.
And, like, Gianna is actually good, but, like, the Bubsy's kind of
No, the Gianna, the one made by Black Forest is good. The HD remake for the 3DS that came out on PC, that's complete garbage.
Oh.
They could have just kept that in their vault and never re-released that again.
There was actually an older remake of Gianna, like of the original one, on the DS back in the day, and it was actually
that's the one that they brought over to PC. It's complete garbage.
Wow.
I brought it.
Why would you put a DS game to PC? That's weird.
The controls are like retarded. The jumps are retarded. It took me like 8 hours to beat the fucking game.
Oh.
And it didn't take me that long to beat the Gianna sisters, like the one that was
the
made
one?
by Black Forest.
I did always find it strange that the newer ones changed like the two characters instead of being two separate people, and made it like one single character in like a special form and a non-special form. I always found that kind of strange. It used to be like the red-haired one is like the Luigi and the blonde-haired one's like the Mario, and then now it's like one character now.
Yeah.
That is weird. That is a weird decision.
Yeah.
I get it, but like it's really confusing.
Like, originally, it was just straight up a Mario ripoff, to the point they actually got in legal trouble for it back in the day.
Yeah.
Yep,
like
they did.
The DS version was like basically a Mario ripoff still.
Alright, so who's next in the roundup?
I guess I'll go. Boy, what have I been playing? Not much, actually. Last thing I played was fucking... Oh god, I don't even remember. I haven't played any game in like weeks. I don't know what is wrong with me. I can't like bring myself to do shit. I just sit on my couch watching fucking Game Grumps all the time. That's it.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, so I haven't actually really played anything for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah. Nope, I haven't either. And, well, I've been trying to, like, make YouTube videos and stuff, and, I got a mic. I got a good mic, and I ordered, like, a USB adapter, so I can use it on my phone. But I got the wrong kind, and I had to wait, like, another 2 weeks for like, a new one to ship from China. To, like, fucking get it to work, and I'm, like, super pissed, because I waited, like, a week and a half for that shit. It sucks, but whatever, you know, it's fine. And what else have I been doing? Oh yeah, I started watching this anime I used to watch when I was a kid. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's called SUBCRIBE or SUBCRIBE or SUBCRIBE.
I heard of it.
Oh, yeah, SUBCRIBE, yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I was like, I wanna. Because I ordered a figure of the main character. I was like browsing Mandarake. I got into a little extra money. I was like, let's see if I can find. Oh, hey, look, this is the main character from that anime I liked to watch when I was a kid. Well, I guess I'll order that, and it's really cool. And I started watching that show again, and I'm like, hey, this really holds up. So I've been watching that, and yeah, that's about it, really.
I have a really good dual audio download of that, but I haven't finished rewatching it.
I just started rewatching it like literally yesterday on a whim. I was just like, let's just see if this shit holds up, and it really does, and I'm enjoying it. So yeah, SUBCRIBE, definitely watch that shit. It deserves more attention than it gets.
Yeah, it seems like all the, like, the one-shot stuff that, like, isn't trying to make a franchise out of it, those are the stuff that's just really good for some reason.
Oh, yeah, totally. Because, like, they have more, it's more of like a pet project to some people, and they have, like, really dedicated people on board for that.
I mean, for, like, yeah, for the one episode I did rewatch, I'm sitting there and just like, damn, is this Japanese Static Shock? I swear. like the music became similar. Like, cause there'd be moments where they just say something and it'd be meaningful, and then like with Static Shock, they'd be like, ah, and it's just like the S card was just like, ah, and I was like, what? What is this?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I got a lot of anime I gotta catch up on. I don't know what to fucking like. There's this one my friend showed me called something Vanishing Line, and it's like, god damn, this anime is so fucking action packed, and it's just the craziest, most over the top shit I've ever seen. And the main character is just like this crazy fucking dude, and I don't know how does this. I know I'm sounding like very general with how I'm describing it, but trust me when I say it's worth your time. Like, it's really great. And yeah, that's all I've been doing. I gotta fucking like touch my 3DS or some shit, because I've not picked that shit up in weeks.
Well, I mean, we got Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon coming very soon.
No, yeah, we do, and I started playing through Regular Sun and Regular Moon to prepare for it, because I was like, I had a bit of
again.
Yeah, Sun I got a bit of a.
Can eat fucking ass, dude.
What?
No, X and Y can eat ass.
No, that game can eat ass too.
Yeah, see,
like Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire.
What
the fuck? One of those two. Those two are good. But Sun and Moon, haven't played a worse game this year. That's not Fate Exceller.
Really?
That game was trash.
Wow.
I feel like we're living in alternate universes here.
I know.
Because like I really liked Sun and Moon and X and Y, and I really hated Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. You guys are saying the opposite.
Maybe because Gen 3 is my favorite gen, but I played.
I like Gen 3 also.
I just felt that Sun and Moon was like way too long for what it was. Like they kept like it had this really bad habit of just stopping the player and with story and dialogue that you don't care about, and it was just like I should have.
Yeah, that's one thing that I think like Black and White 2 did really well. Like it had a good balance of story and gameplay.
Yeah. Like that was fine.
That's like one of the reasons why it's my favorite Pokemon game. But And then X and Y especially, Jesus Christ, that game just stops you every like 2 minutes to tell you some shit you don't care about.
2 minutes.
It's like
Sun and Moon was worse.
I don't know. I guess because I actually like gave a shit about what was happening with Sun and Moon, I didn't care. I didn't mind it as much. You know?
I stopped giving a shit 4 hours, and I was like, I just want to go up to little kids and take their money. and they were like, nah, take the story first that you don't care about. And I'm just like, fuck.
This is like, hear this plot, boy.
But I will say that this was the toughest Elite Four that I faced in the entire series.
I kind of like the plot.
Like, Kikuri was fucking bullshit.
I just remember the build up to the Elite Four in Black and White 2 being matched.
All of them were easy, like except for Black and White 2 had no issues.
No, I didn't either. But the build up to like facing them was really good. Like the presentation was really like, oh man, this is gonna be awesome. Oh my god.
X and Y could have just took the Elite Four out the game and it wouldn't matter.
Yeah, it really wouldn't.
That's how much of a joke they were.
It was just a thing that was there. It's like, it's a Pokemon game. Gotta put.
Remember this person you met like 20 hours ago? She's the champion. Oh, she's trash. Oh,
yeah.
Oh, her Mega Evolution Pokemon died in a turn. Oh.
The only one that ever gave me any trouble was the Ruby and Sapphire Elite Four. That's because I was a dumb kid and didn't know what I was doing, so I got my ass kicked in like the second guy.
What about Cynthia?
I was a fucking retard. You know what?
Cynthia was actually, I beat her on my first try.
I did not.
Her Lucario was bullshit.
I didn't play through a lot of Diamond and Pearl. Diamond and Pearl was when I kind of dropped off for the series, and I was like, this is kind of stupid.
Diamond and Pearl was complete fucking garbage too.
Yeah, it was.
100% honest. Like, how do you have one fire Pokemon in the fucking game until you beat the Elite Four? What? Like, if you didn't choose the fire starter, the only other fire Pokemon you can catch is fucking Ponyta in the fucking snow.
Yeah. So I think Gold and Silver had the same problem, where like if you didn't choose Cyndaquil, you had to wait till you got like Slugma to get another fire type.
I think I got no. Silver, you had that issue. Gold, you got Arcanine. Okay. Yeah. Gold, you got Arcanine like right before you fight Whitney. I remember that.
Oh, right.
I forget what I remember having a fire type in my. Oh wait, never mind. No, I had Entei. That's why. I caught.
No, like,
you had a fucking
Arcanine's one of my favorites. So it was like,
I caught Entei early on.
I caught him because he wasn't in Silver. If he had Silver, you would fucked out.
Yeah. So I remember in Silver, I back in the day, I caught Entei really early on, not realizing what like the significance of it was, just randomly stumbling upon it and catching it right away. I didn't even use the Master Ball ever. I was like, hey, well,
that's some luck right there.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I have a fire type now. And I remember like remember when like Crystal came out, and Yun was playing Crystal, and she was playing for a little bit, and she encountered one of those legendary beasts, and they had like the alternate battle theme, and she got like she got like scared because it's really abrupt when it happens, and so like, she went and she like almost dropped the Game Boy while playing the game. So
it's happened to me too. When I was a kid, I used to have nightmares about Pokemon glitching the fuck out and being like all malicious and shit. So I know exactly what you mean.
Oh, she used to get fucking like near terrified at fucking Metroid 2 back in the day. That game had really messed up sound design as a whole. Like it really had a proper horror. It had a proper like horror feel to it, but like to her that was like that was really disturbing for her back in the day.
Yeah, old Metroid, you've had like a really good like atmosphere. Like even Fusion had a really good atmosphere, and I love Fusion.
Oh, I love all of them except for Other M and Federation Force.
Well, that goes without saying. I mean, no one likes Other M.
Or Federation Force.
Federation Force is fun with friends. At least has that.
I actually did have an issue with Other M, but then again, I'm out of Metroid Prime, so there's that.
Nah, that's fair enough.
But then again, I also like shitty games, so there's that too.
No, I know what you mean. I like Sonic 3D Blast, so I can't.
That game's not bad. That's not a bad game. And actually,
It's kind of a bad game.
YouTube channel named Gamer's Hut.
I know what you're talking about. I am excited for it as well. The director's cut. Yeah, the director's cut. I've been following that very closely. That prospect completely sapped any what little hype I had for Forces.
Oh,
I was like, well,
Forces was trash.
Yeah.
Forces was trash. I was talking to my friend earlier today, and I was like, so did you buy Forces? And he just glares at me. He's like, he just takes out the box, he just slams it on the table. He's like, what do you think? I'm like, wow.
Some guy actually...
You didn't like it, huh?
Actually tried to tell me that I was being angry. Just because everybody else in the internet was angry because I said Forces was a complete garbage game. And I gave him like a book of why the game was bad.
Yeah, it does not look good.
I pointed out like every single fault that I've seen. It was like, why does modern Sonic not have drifting? Why does classic Sonic play like ass? Why is classic Sonic in the game?
Why is he so fucking heavy? Yeah.
Why is he in the game?
Why are they literally trying to cash in on like the Generations crowd?
No, they try to cash in on the Mania. It was like, well,
it's a tie-in. Mania's a tie-in.
Yeah.
Which did not need to happen. Like they should have been. They should have been completely fucking separate games.
Well, there was a tie-in anyway. I don't know what the tie-in is. So I didn't get the Chaos Emeralds.
Oh, the tie-in for Mania and
Forces.
And Forces.
Yeah.
It's the Phantom Ruby. That gem that they pull out of the Angel Island at the beginning cutscene in Mania. That's like the reason why all this shit's happening. And then like Sonic gets teleported to like some other dimension.
Like I beat Mania about it though. That was just like.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't realize either because I didn't think they'd do something so stupid.
That's so retarded. So what? Eggman had the ruby for like ages.
I guess.
Kind of.
Ruby for 10 years.
Because the ruby can bend time and space. It's like all the fucking Infinity Stones put together. So yeah.
I just call it the Reality Stone.
It kind of is, yeah. I mean, it's red.
It is the Reality Stone.
Web ball.
Oh god.
Reality Stone.
Web ball.
Reality Stone.
Web ball.
Hold on 1 second, guys.
That was that game.
Whenever I remember when I was at YomoCon, I would randomly go up to like random groups of people in like the fighting game like game room area, and I'd be like web ball and see who would say Reality Stone in response. It was fun. It was a fun time.
Yeah, but Force is just bad.
Yeah.
And like, what's the issue that I have with this Sonic-based community now that I've seen it firsthand? Like, they'll defend anything. Sega can literally shit on their plate with corn in the shit that you gotta dig in the shit for corn. And like, oh, this corn has actually got like, you just don't know.
Yeah, like, they'll defend literally anything Sega puts out for them.
Like when fucking Lost World came out. Lost World was mediocre. I like the game, but I can't get mad at people think the game's mediocre.
Lost World had some cool ideas. It's just the execution was really bad.
No, Lost World. The issue with that, they try to be what I want to say.
Mario Galaxy.
Mario Galaxy about what made Mario Galaxy good, and the bosses were a joke. Like that's Sega's problem as well with Sonic games. Like bosses are easy.
And then they had that weird Knights DLC where it's like, hey guys, remember Knights? It's here in this game.
And the sad thing was, the Wii U version was better than the 3DS over the 3DS version.
The 3DS version, okay, the special stages in the 3DS version are every bit as bad as people say they are.
They are.
No, the 3DS version was garbage completely.
It was. Like the first couple levels are okay, and then it just
that's the thing with both games. Windy Hill was great. Anything after Windy Hill, outside of the sky area, was complete garbage.
And the theming was just really fucking generic. Like grass level, desert level,
Garbage in the 3DS version. Same in the Wii U version.
Oh yeah, it's same all across the board, same zones, but like the theming is just
the only thing
generic.
that has changed was they moved the casino to Skyworld.
That's weird.
Oh, wow.
That makes even less sense.
It doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
But Dragon Dance stage for 3DS version was complete ass garbage. So it was great, but like forced motion controls, and it was just like, what the fuck?
Oh no.
Yeah, the fucking gyro controls like just do not work.
Especially for that one boss. The one boss was like, oh god.
No, the special stages are just fucking atrocious.
That's pain.
Nah, I tried it once. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, I was just like, I was like playing for like 5 seconds. Like, okay, this isn't so bad. 10 seconds later, like I'm standing up. I'm just like rotating the 3DS in every fucking direction I can. It's just awful.
Like I'll say that the final boss for the 3DS was harder than the 3DS than
Wii U.
The Wii U boss, only because
it was this Colors final boss.
Yeah,
he had
the same final boss from Colors.
The final boss from Lost Wars, the same final boss from Forces.
Yeah,
it was just
like,
a rehash.
We got the same thing 3 times in a row. Mm-hmm. Are you that creatively bankrupt?
Oh, this is great. It was just like, what the fuck happened to Infinite? They didn't even explain that. He just disappeared, and you never saw him again.
Yeah.
After you beat the final boss, Eggman disappeared, and you never saw him again. Like, you know
like,
how
I know Sonic games aren't exactly story heavy, but like, come on,
least, like,
you know.
Both Generations and Lost World showed you what happened to Eggman afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'll get that, Sonic. No, it just didn't show him at all. It's like he died.
Yeah. And they never show how he got back from that either, because in Generations he was left in a blank, timeless void with his past self.
Like, you didn't even fight Chaos. They put Chaos in the cutscene. You didn't even fight him.
Yeah, that was like my biggest disappointment. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Chaos is back. I like Chaos. And then he's just like, he gets his ass handed to him in a cutscene by classic Sonic. And it's like, well, there goes all the hype I had for that game.
Maybe it's DLC.
No,
yeah,
Super
really.
Sonic is DLC.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Super Sonic is DLC.
It's in the files of the game.
Super Sonic is DLC?
It's DLC. Yep. It's in the files. Somebody hacked the files. Start showing everybody what's in the game.
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life.
Welcome to the bad future. Enjoy your stay.
You remember, this is the same timeline where we have EA trying to get over on people with fucking Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yeah. It's the same timeline where it's 2017 and there is no fucking Virtua Fighter 6.
This is the same timeline where Burger King is selling hot dogs.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, Burger King is selling hot dogs. You don't know that?
Yeah, I know that.
No, why?
What?
Why would you do that?
What? I gotta go to Burger King.
Well, they're selling a lot of stuff now because nobody.
At least
nobody
they were.
wants to go there. And overspend money for garbage.
I am highly convinced that the SCP Foundation is real, and the proof of that is Burger King. There's no way on God's green earth that those places should be operating. Because no one goes in, no one comes out. They're just there.
I'm there.
Those things are fucking SCPs.
Still go to McDonald's. People still go to Wendy's. I haven't seen.
Well, McDonald's is never gonna die.
Hey, Wendy's
has
Wendy's still rules commercials and shit.
Wendy's has too many white people in the line for me to go up in there and just be like, damn.
Maybe.
No, you haven't gone to one in Philly.
Wendy's is thick.
Wendy's is. You're absolutely right about that. Now I want a fucking burger. Now I'm hungry.
Like Wendy's Twitter and that stuff, and how they just be just getting on each other on Twitter and stuff like that. How did that blow up in the hentai though? That was good stuff.
I remember that. That was
have
great.
Wild imaginations. And you're just like
the Arby's Twitter is unmatched.
Yeah.
Arby's Twitter, like respecting every video game and anime possible, and I'm sitting there just like, damn Arby's, if only y'all had Wi-Fi.
I bet you they didn't do one for fucking Star Wars though.
Nah, probably not.
Like, shoot, when Dot Hack came out and they had that little reference there, and just like welcome to the world, and I'm just like, yo.
Yeah, it's like, cool. I was like, wow, they actually acknowledged Dot Hack. That's really cool of them.
Tomorrow's could be funny.
It was like what? Last Halloween, it was like...
I said tomorrow's could be really funny.
What happened tomorrow?
What happened tomorrow?
It's today. They're doing the Twitter AMA for EA Battlefront.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna witness a live murder.
When they actually, not only, they reduced the hero cost to 10,000 whatever, but they reduced the money you get in arcade mode.
So it makes no difference.
No, they reduced the money you get from story mode. So story mode, you used to get 20,000 credits. They reduced, when they reduced Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader down to 10,000, they reduced the reward for single player mode to 5,000 credits.
Weird.
Like, oh, you was only supposed to.
Wait, if they're like, you don't have to play through story mode twice.
No, I think you only get the credits once.
Yo, we
it was only meant. Apparently, it was only meant to give us Aiden, the main character from the story mode. And everybody's just like, why didn't you just give us the character when we beat the story mode instead of making us get credits to buy the character?
Or why not just have everything unlocked from the get-go and stop being a bunch of fucking assholes?
Because you can't make the money.
But now,
that's impossible.
They fucked it up. They fucked up even more by making the arcade mode. They limited the time you can get credits. Like there's a waiting time to get more credits from arcade. Yep.
What?
Isn't it like 18 hours?
Some stupid shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
God,
yeah. So you can't keep you playing arcade mode to even though you only got 100 credits from arcade mode, you can't keep you playing it to get credits to our characters.
No poop sucking for you.
There's like a little timer of when you can go back.
Yeah. I'm seeing
wow.
pictures of that.
Wow. That is. I'm speechless.
Yeah.
Yep. This is EA.
Oh,
I mean, I knew they were underhanded before, but this is a whole new low.
Just like damn. And just when everybody thought Battlefront was gonna get good again, all of a sudden.
Whoa.
No, people are saying the game is fun. It's just like. Everything else behind the game, they fucked it.
Alright,
no, they totally did.
Sorry about that. I just jump scared myself. Alright, thank you to S-Sonic, what's the numbers again? S-Sonic 901, who just followed. Whoa, shit.
Oh, sweet.
He's in the Discord.
Yeah, he said he can't join the podcast, but he was gonna watch the stream because all this is being streamed on Twitch. I forgot to mention, but I didn't realize that I still had the alerts on and everything, so I got fucking jump scared. Maybe I should probably change that. I should probably change that sound effect soon. Honestly.
What's the sound effect now?
Oh, right now, currently, if they follow, well, first I get a laughing Kara face, and I get to hear the what's it called, the laugh, the crazy flowy laugh from the ending.
Oh, the flowy laugh? Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see why that would give you a little spook.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the new Super Bomberman R fucking things that they're rolling out?
The characters?
Oh man, I just shared those on Facebook.
I actually own that game, but I traded it in with my old Switch.
I hear they fixed a lot of problems with it, like through patches and shit.
They did, because the game used to run at fucking 30 FPS.
Yeah.
And that was complete garbage.
Like that the fucking Silent Hill nurse, and I'm just like, oh my god, that is so cute. I love it.
It's like funny because like half of these franchises are probably dead under Konami like that, and it's just all like, hey, you can have them as a bomber, and it's like Bomberman was also dead before this.
Yeah, the cycle continues.
I don't know what they're gonna do with the Konami's gonna do, because like fucking Metal Gear Survive apparently is fucking garbage.
Of course.
Yeah,
like
let's
people
fire...
who actually played it said it's gonna be ass garbage.
It's like, yeah, let's just fire the guy who's responsible for like almost all of our success. Nice, good move, guys. Good move.
And let's keep trying.
There's a new fighter for ARMS. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. The new fighter for ARMS, like no one, it's like there was like no fanfare about that, and then they're just suddenly out, and I'm like, wait, this character looks really well designed. Why didn't anyone talk about this?
He looks like a pillar man. I like him.
Because everybody's worried about that goddamn Doom port and damage control and that shit.
Yeah.
I just had some dude.
Wait, was it bad? I know that I saw the reviews for it, but I didn't.
It's not bad. The port for the system is fine. And it's the same thing. I had this conversation with this dude named Dr. Fizz on Twitter. He has a YouTube channel. Whatever, fuck him.
Yeah.
The thing that I was arguing with him for like 8 hours was that nobody has the problem with the game being on the Switch and how it performs. We expected that to happen. But the fact that they had the audacity to charge us $60 for the game.
Yeah, that's not okay.
A game that not only came out last year, but if I go on Steam right now to go buy Doom, I have Doom, but if I'm to go on Steam right now and look up the price for Doom, Doom is $30. On Steam, PS4, and PC, I can get a better performing game at 60 FPS, better looking graphics, and overall better performance compared to the Switch version that runs at around 600p. I can fluctuate between 600p or go down to like 5 something.
Right.
Depending on what's going on in the cuts on the game. If you plug it to a TV, it looks like trash.
Well, someone better get on patching that shit.
Yeah.
A patch won't fix that, to be honest. Like the game, like the performance settings, like the graphic settings, is worse than low settings of PC. There's no patch to fix that. Like they might be able to fix the like the frame pacing and stuff that's going on, because the game runs at 30 FPS, and when the shit happens, like it drops down. And it came down to the point where people are suggesting this to play the game on easy. If you try to play the game on ultra violent, you're kind of fucked.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah,
but people are like, oh.
I was hoping that that port would be like really good, but whatever.
Like, it's good for what it is, but if you have any other way of playing video games, you probably have a better chance of just playing it on that platform. If that makes any sense.
Fucking headphones. Anyways, I mean, I don't have any means of playing it, so it's like the first chance I get, I'm just gonna fucking like buy it, whatever.
Well, do you not have a PS4, Xbox One, or Switch?
I have nothing. I have a Wii U and a Wii and the 3DS, and that's it.
Oh.
Yeah, rip my face.
Rip and tear.
Rip and tear, yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm sick and creative with my jokes.
I know, you're so like original. 10 out of 10. Liked and subscribed.
Yo, this shit has a Goemon and Jehuti? Yo, that's the best game ever made.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, I might have to buy a Switch now, because, like, shit. Like, holy shit, God. Like, they already have had me with this Rekka Hinamoto bomber, but shit.
Goemon?
Yeah, like, Rockin' Rumble Roses? Like, people remember that? Okay.
Yeah.
That is, like, my favorite game on PS2, because it literally took like the Aki engine and then added like DOA reversal and became like the best arcadey wrestling game ever to me. PS2,
you talking about Rumble Roses?
Yeah, PS2, not 360. That shit was weird.
360 was what the fuck was that?
I don't know what that was. It's just like it lost all its soul trying to make that game.
Did you try to sell me some garbage?
Let's give all the women the same body type.
Like I have the 360 version, but it's sitting in the bin. Because I'm like, what the fuck is this? They're like, hey, we're just gonna, you know, take the PS2 version, put it on 360 with shiny graphics, remove any semblance of a story out the game, and you're just gonna do shit, but we're gonna add in Street Fight so you have actual health bars of you dying. And it's just like, why? For $60?
God, and then what made it even worse is that the game was like completely random on when you got a title match. Like, it could either happen immediately or never.
Well, I only got them once.
Weird.
I remember when when we first got our 360, we had like we got it modded. We had like pirated games. It was a pirated game, and I still said it was a ripoff.
I've fucking been there.
My first 360 game was
like this was a
Lost Planet.
A pirated thing, and this thing is a waste of the 20 cents that costs in this pack of DVDs.
What game was it?
What game? What?
No, the game you're talking about. What game was it?
Rumble Roses, the 360 one. I was like, this is a
Roses Double X.
Like, this is a pirated game, and it
just gave us porn. Just say, here's porn. Just like,
it's like shit, and it was just like, man, I really liked the Rumble Roses on PS2, man. There was just like fun, quirky stuff, and the story was silly, but shit, if it wasn't just, you know, just fun. God. I don't know. It was like, damn. And then now it sucks now because wrestling games that aren't that arcadey and fun anymore because they're trying to be so realistic about that fake sport.
Yeah, they're trying to be more simulation games.
It's just like, and whenever indie like people try to make games that's like try to capture that, you know, oh man, we gotta make a game like No Mercy, they seem to just fall short of like what made No Mercy good too.
Alright, so who's next on the roundup? Hey, let's see if I can get his attention. Hi, I'm Daisy! You there?
I think you did.
You've been completely silent this entire time.
Yeah.
Let's hear that voice. Speak to us. Come, my child.
He probably died.
Ah, damn. Rip.
World War 9. Anyway.
World War. Alright, who wants to go next then? Yo. Or should I just go?
Probably.
Do it.
Alright, so I guess I'll go with me. I guess I'll go with me then. Shit I've been playing lately. I probably shouldn't be saying this since I might get banned for saying this, but I've been playing. I've been playing Pokemon Ultra Moon. Playing a bit of that because you know I have magic powers and I can play shit before it comes out.
I also am in possession of said powers.
Yeah, there you go. See,
I know what you're talking about.
I'm playing a lot of Ultra Moon, bit of Mario Party Top 100 because I don't know, I just feel like playing that shit. And just recently, because I'm a really strange person, I played. It's not surprised that I played this game, but because I noticed there is no proper, no commentary, like clean upload of it, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for another genocide run on the PS4 version for Undertale, and record that and post it up online because nobody has it for some reason. Every other like upload I notice online, they have the ending, but one, they pick erase, which is the most pussy shit in the world in my opinion. Two, they have commentary, so you have this dude going, "Whoa, whoa, nani kore, nani sore, oh," while the fucking video is going on. I'm like, come on, dude, shut the fuck up. Let's just watch the thing. Like, so I was like, all right, so I'm gonna just get through the whole thing, record it, upload, done. No words, no reactions. Let people just watch the scene, and if they want to put their own little cringe-ass fucking dubs on top of it, they can do it themselves. You know what I mean? All that shit. As for Pokemon Ultra Moon, it's a pretty good game. It's so far, I feel like it's an improvement of the previous Sun and Moon, but I haven't gone too far enough to really like get into like the new content shit for it so far, because like so much other stuff's been going on and work, and then just not wanting to sit down and play games all day.
Interesting. Closers is on Steam.
What?
What's on Steam?
Closers.
Closers?
Oh, that anime, what, it was like a team shooter MMO or something? Something like that?
Team hack and slash shit?
Yeah, hack and slash, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
It came up like a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I remember that being in Korea for a while.
Yay. So that...
Nice looking. Kind of looks like a Cubist Trip in style or something. Something like that, I don't know.
But is it actually, but is it actually good? Because like Akiba's Beat was garbage.
I mean, shit. It's like, since that actually happened before Akiba's Beat was a thing, oh my god.
I was gonna buy that.
That's really bad. I remember playing just the demo, and I was like, "This is really fucking bad." And then
I looked at the video and was like, "This is fucking shit."
I remember someone going like, "Yo, I'm gonna get this game," and I was just like, "Don't." He's like, "Why not?" And I just kept like posting like different reaction images of like people saying "don't," and the guy finally got the hint. I think it's when I finally got into one that was like a really badly drawn thing of Sans' face saying "don't." He finally understood. I was like, it took Sans to get you to understand, not like the other 8 pictures I showed. Not even Kenshiro's face.
Damn.
But yeah, that's a thing. Mario Party Top 100 is pretty good so far, though I haven't played it with actual local multiplayer yet because fucking nobody wants to play it. It seems like, despite it being a very nice multiplayer-centric handheld, nearly all my friends who in my local area who I can play with never fucking bring their 3DSs out or never have them available to play with. So I'm like, come the fuck on. Like, I want to play.
Like this great multiplayer experience just came out, and you're just like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
They're like, nah, we're gonna get back to playing Guilty Gear some more and not getting good at it because like fucking most of our players are like kind of at the game, but like they don't realize what they're doing wrong and they're trying to like help and me and like a couple others trying to get them to get better, but it's like no freaking point. We see no real progress, but hey, that's a whole another story. I'm not going to get into that now. Yeah, Ultra Moon's pretty good though. The music's actually, there's a lot of like actually like improved or rearranged music too, so it's not all the exact same stuff. The animations are a little bit nicer, I noticed. Like a lot of the trainer battles, they actually have like animations when you face them, so it's not just like a static image like in the previous version. Like there was one where it's like a kid where when you beat him, his face is like all shocked and he's like quivering and he's actually like.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I
think that's pretty cool. I haven't gone to any of the main storyline shit yet because I've been playing it too much. What else is there? Oh yeah, I can't fit it on my thing here on the overlay, but I've been playing a bit of X Troopers again because since I picked that up for like $5 when I went to Youmacon. Somehow I found that game for $5, so I was like, yeah. So I
the Lost Planet spin-off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How was that? I've been curious about it.
Really damn good.
What game was it?
I liked it a lot when I played it on the 3DS back like about a couple of years ago. But then playing it on PS3, it's also really good. Though I honestly do prefer the 3DS version because like the PS3 one's pretty good. But it's like, it's kind of like, okay, of course it has to be pretty good because it's on PS3. But like, playing it on the 3DS, it makes it go from, it's a pretty good game, pretty solid game, to, oh my god, this is amazing. Because it's like, it's pulling off the same thing, but on such a small handheld, and it still looks really good for that time. While on
no kidding.
So it's like, it feels more impressive to play it on 3DS than it does on the PS3, despite being like, almost one-to-one the exact same game.
It's like, damn shame they didn't localize that shit. I remember just playing the demo on PS3 like so much. because the demo had online and let you play with like 5 different characters on 2 stages. I played the fuck out of that.
What game is this?
I remember good times.
X Troopers.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's an anime spin-off of Lost Planet that uses the engine of Mega Man Legends 3.
Yeah. Like, what was
That's dope.
Yeah.
Thanks, Capcom.
And like the reason why they didn't localize it is because they said like all the speech bubbles and the lettering was like made out of graphics and not text.
Weird.
There's a lot of like it's like straight up like manga panel style like cutscenes and graphics and stuff, which in my opinion.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, but in my opinion, I look at that and I'm like, okay, so yeah, it looks all, you know, it's all graphics. You can't change that stuff. What's to stop you guys from just adding hard subs, like just adding subtitles to the bottom middle of the screen on top wherever those things happen? Because like I'm pretty sure the people who are gonna buy this game, they're all fucking weebs anyways, so they're not gonna care if you have the Japanese text flying on the screen and you have the main character going like all that shit, and then he's going all fucking crazy, and it's all like, you know, flashy effects and speech bubbles and sound bubbles and shit like fucking JoJo. They're not gonna care. They're gonna look at that and say, whoa, that's really fucking cool, but they'll still have their subtitles at the bottom of the screen, so you can know what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
so,
no,
like,
I agree. I think that
no
would be the best move to make.
There's no reason really to not localize the game.
Oh my god, that game was so fun and so anime and just like, I don't know, when it came to like anime type shooters, which is like, you know, and that was kind of like the first kind of one to be very anime and shooter at the same time.
Yeah, that, you know, that Vanquish.
God Eater does it right. Fuck that.
Like Vanquish did the one game by Platinum called Vanquish. It also did that like really like crazy over the top anime style like shooting. It did it pretty good too, but that game's visual style was like not very anime looking, so it didn't truly hit the spot. But like X Troopers did the same thing, so I was like, that's like the first one that really did it.
Yeah, Vanquish is fucking amazing. I highly implore anyone to, if you like see it on sale or see it in like a bargain bin or something, definitely pick it up. It is worth every penny you can ever invest in it.
That game was really good.
I believe it's got a PC port recently. Yeah,
it does. It did.
It do.
So they're doing that.
What got a PC port?
It's Vanquish.
Oh yeah, oh man, I forgot it.
Like really good. It was like right after the Bayonetta 1 got ported to PC.
Yeah, I got them both. I just haven't.
Yeah, I think they announced them both at the same time, actually.
No, they announced one after the other. I forget what it was though.
Like Bayonetta.
Oh no, they announced the Vanquish one after Bayonetta.
Vanquish happened because after Bayonetta came, and people actually bought the game, everybody's like, we want Vanquish. And Sega's like, oh well, we'll just port all of our games over this PC.
Yeah.
I don't know, Sega still assholes. I still believe it was Sega who didn't want Kiryu in Tekken 7.
No, I don't think that was it.
Speaking of which,
I think they probably reached for more, like, in a sense, Yakuza is still like a niche fan base.
Yeah, true.
Final Fantasy is like self-explanatory, and they could.
It's a much wider appeal.
Yeah, but damn, but like, didn't everybody like say like 15 was meh? Just like the
15 was people with brains said 15 was meh. I remember I was in a Final Fantasy Facebook group, and this girl tried to sit there and tell me that story not only was the content cut from the game, not the DLC, but the way that the story was intentionally made, but that the story made 100% sense. And you don't have to watch the movie to find out the rest of the story. And I said, are you fucking serious? Like, there's antagonists in the game that appear in Chapter 3, and you never see them again. The dude, Ravis, he dies off screen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. That was intentional.
It was. Totally.
Well, that's kind of what happens when you go through development hell, you know? A lot of
just admit the game. Happens. Just admit the game went through development hell, and then try to say that the DLCs that's coming out wasn't cut from the game. That they were additional story. We didn't need to know that. I'm like, what? You literally had a character leave the plot and randomly come back. And you had another character that got blind. You don't know how. The game doesn't tell you. And then you had another character that got captured. You don't know what the fuck happened to him other than he got tortured.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, that we don't need to explain. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, that was one of my major issues of 15. It's like the game went through like what was it, 10-something years of development. I forgot how long
it changed. It changed. The plot changed like when it switched over from
Versus 13 to that.
Versus 13 to Tabata's story.
15, yeah.
But so like, Tabata was like, oh, the Versus 13 and 15 are two different entities.
Mm-hmm. But the thing about it, what I find stupid about either version or whatever happens, is that the game went through that much development, and yet the game still has the nerve to have like a season pass and all these bugs and shit like that on launch and all these things.
They literally said we delayed Final Fantasy 15 for 2 months because we didn't want to have a day one patch.
Yeah.
The game comes out and it has a day one patch. Anyway.
Yep.
Nah, they was just trying to not compete with Persona 5's Japanese release.
Yeah, that's all it really was.
Yeah.
But then, like,
I
find so stupid that happened, and then like the game itself was kind of mixed and not so great, and then
anybody who had a brain said the game wasn't really good.
I didn't like it at all personally. Like the graphics itself are like, yeah, they're nice, but that's all it had going for it, in my opinion.
Even then, like the PC version is gonna be freaking amazing, but story-wise, like I'm hoping the Windows Edition comes with all the DLC.
You're
like the multiplayer came out today, and people are saying that's good, but it's just like it's a year now. And it's just like we're playing other games.
So like,
guys, it's been a year already. Damn.
Yeah. No. A year would be in exactly 2 weeks.
Damn. Time flies.
Yeah. I beat that game. I was so disappointed. I was like, what the fuck is this?
So
like the game was fine up until chapter 9, when they made the game. They focused on story, and the story was complete as garbage.
So which brings us to our first major actual topic for this podcast. Guest characters being brought in recently in the past few weeks. Well, I guess we'll start out with fucking Noctis, aka Sasuke, aka Flavor of the Month Fuckboy, being brought into Tekken 7. Which, the only thing that I can describe that is Cup Noodles ruined my fucking life.
Damn.
That's the best way to put it. Because it's like, why? At first I was like, what the fuck? Because like, why the hell is this character in it when like all of the polls and the Twitter pages and all that stuff like that, like on the official channels, were all saying, we want Kiryu, we want 2B, we want Akira from Virtua Fighter, we want these characters. Not once did I ever see Noctis be mentioned. So I was like, this is so weird. Did not realize two things. One, normies and casuals will just go crazy if they see fucking Noctis or even Cloud for that matter in this game. And two, both these games conveniently have Cup Noodles as their like big fucking sponsor. So it's like, coincidence? I think not.
Yeah. We're living in a corrupt society. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But I just remember like seeing Noctis gameplay, and I was fucking baked at the time, so I don't remember much. But
I remember it. I was just like, I was hyped for it. I was like, this is cool.
I was like, this looks pretty cool, but I'm just like confused. I'm like, okay, so what isn't canon to Tekken now? Like, for Street Fighter, okay.
See, the thing is with Tekken is like, Tekken was always known to be kind of nutty. and like stuff didn't make sense. So that's why I was like, Noctis being in this game did really surprise me.
And some people are like, oh, he's running out of place. It's like, may I direct you to the baby fire-breathing boxing dragon Tyrannosaurus Rex in Tekken 3? May I direct you?
A boxing dinosaur.
May I direct you to the bears? The two bears.
The bear and the panda.
May I direct you to the wooden robot?
Niggas that can turn into fucking demons. Demons.
May I direct you to Yoshimitsu?
An old guy that has died multiple times and somehow came back to life.
Yeah.
You had niggas come out. You had mystical niggas come out and get their ass beat.
Look, just admit the series is fucking eccentric.
come from nowhere to get her ass beat. You had Jinpachi come from under the Mishima Temple to get his ass beat.
Yeah.
You had Azrael come out from the Egyptian temples or whatever, to get his ass beat. It was just like, what has this game not done that's not crazy that Noctis can't be in this game?
Although I will say,
you're just mad that it's not a character that you want to be in the game. I don't care that.
Although I will say though that I feel like since Noctis is a weapon-based character, he'd fit much more better in Soul Calibur.
Yeah,
but that series is
that's one big thing, but it's just like,
that series is fucking dead.
It was that series is fucking dead.
Like, and I love Soul Calibur. I will pick Soul Calibur over Tekken any day. But
there's a rumor going around. If you haven't noticed.
Oh my god, but that rumor is gonna kill me if the game's more like 5. So
no, the game's like 5. They can just shove that shit right back up their ass. But,
it's not a hard concept to grasp. Just do whatever he did in 2 and do more of it, please.
I'd say
like 2.
I'd say make it like a mix between 2 and 3, if you ask me.
Yeah, 2 and 3 is fine.
Well, without the balance.
Just give me 3 without glitches, and it's fine.
If it's like, people are basically saying, like, I talked to my friend yesterday, he was just like, if they release Soul Calibur 6, they better be before Soul Calibur 5. Because Soul Calibur 5 fucked the entire series up.
It really did. Like, really, Jesus. Really. All because they wanted that game to come out before Street Fighter crossed Tekken.
No. I think, the game was rushed to the point where, like, the story wasn't fleshed out. Characters weren't fleshed out. Kulik wasn't supposed to be an edge master. And,
it's a random button.
And, like, a lot of characters were cut out, too, because they rushed the game.
Yeah.
Just like... When they told me there was Ptolemy's and Sassalamel data on the disc that they didn't use, holy shit.
Yeah, they're like...
Sassalamel was awesome.
They were supposed to be in the game, and they took them out of the game. It was just like...
I had plenty of time for 3 mimics.
No, they didn't have time for 3 mimics. The mimics were supposed to be original characters, except for Edgemaster. But again, they fucked it. Like, they ran out of time. So they ended up becoming mimics. Like, Kulik was supposed to be like an original character, and along with
Zeba,
the angel lady. I forgot her name.
Elysium or something. What was his name?
Elysium. Yeah.
She was supposed to. They were both supposed to be original characters.
Yeah.
Ran out of time. Elysium became a female Edgemaster. Kulik became a male Edgemaster.
Yeah.
Like, none of the other characters got any story time. Patroclus just taking up most of it.
Half the characters didn't even show up.
Yeah, that is a thing.
That's true.
We had to make do and make time for the incest story. That's all that matters, man. We gotta have.
That's how you sell in Japan.
Yeah, you gotta get that the what's his face, Patroclus and Fira. Like get them to bone. There you go.
In the story was Patroclus, Pyrrha, Zoai, Viola for like 10 seconds.
There was a little bit of Siegfried.
Siegfried for 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Elysium.
Man, Siegfried sucked in that.
And then like the replacements for like maxi periods for like a screenshot along with the replacements for Jangwa, Taki, and all that. Like their replacements were in the same battle scene.
Yo, Naruto was pretty cool in that game.
Yeah, believe it.
So yeah, if they do Soul Calibur 6, it has to be before 5.
Yeah.
Or they could just have the Chocolates fall down a time hole.
Or they could just reset the whole fucking series.
If they just come out with a third sword and just time.
Not even that. You don't have to reset the whole series. Just make a game that's before 5.
Yeah.
5 is
that
where...
makes sense of 5, because 5 is where everything went like really off the fucking rails.
You know what's funny?
No,
everything makes 6 and 5 in the art book.
5
they
basically
fixed
killed
the story
everybody.
in the art book.
That's how bad 5 was. 5 basically killed it. Anything that was like an antagonist was killed off. Like they destroyed Soul Calibur at the end of 5.
Yeah.
So it's just like, oh, okay. So like, if they do something like between like 2 and 3 or something like that, that'd be cool.
Like Soul Calibur Legends.
Or something that's after 4 but before 5, like, directly after 4.
Like Soul Calibur Broken Destiny.
We don't talk about that.
You mean Kratos?
That game? I don't care. My creative character was fun.
Yo,
oh wait, no, I'm thinking of Legends.
Oh
My
yeah,
bad.
Legends.
No, Broken Destiny was a game on PSP that was Soul Calibur 4.
It was like a Soul Calibur 4 port.
I mean, Kratos is weird in that game, but whatever.
And then they made Kratos canon by having Lizardman or Aeon eat Kratos and take his wings.
Ha!
Because remember, Kratos had wings, and then now Aeon has wings. So the story from what I heard was Aeon ate Kratos and got his wings. It was like
weird.
I think he got his memory back and all that type of stuff from eating Kratos.
Yeah, he remembers his name. That's why he's called Aeon now.
Kratos got bodied.
He really did.
The God of War lost to a fucking lizard.
Yeah.
The God of War that slays gods, the mothers of Gaia, killed Zeus, destroyed
and now he's
the world.
Now he's gonna fuck up the Norse gods. That's gonna be awesome.
Fuck up the Norse gods. Lost to a fucking lizard.
Yeah.
Well, so did you see what Lizardman glitches did in 3? They freeze you in the air.
I remember that shit very well. Oh man.
But if they add a story mode,
dead.
if they add a story mode, make it something like this, like 2, because 2 was cool.
Yeah, or give us sword master mode.
Let's not redo 5, and let's definitely not redo 3 story mode. 3 story mode is like what the.
I like 3 story mode.
I kind of like 3s because I had like those QTE things that changed it every now and then.
Yeah.
Those are cool. I just didn't like the whole tactics thing. That was they could just stick with 2 story mode.
Oh, you mean Chronicles of the Sword?
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, we're talking about
that Chronicles of the Sword was weird.
I don't know. I liked it. That was cool. It was just cool for the created characters. That's all I cared about.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
I forget to beat it to unlock somebody.
Well, you have to just you beat it just to unlock all the characters from that mode alone. But it really wasn't a. Yeah.
I remember getting close to beating it, and then the game decided to corrupt the save file, and I was like, alright.
That's what happened to me.
That was
story of
my
my fucking
thing.
life.
And then the game was like, go fuck yourself.
At least for for the North American version, like our Chronicle of the Sword data was separate from the from all the other data. Japanese version, it was like the same data, so they get their whole game fucked.
Yeah.
We would just get chronicled fucked.
Yeah, that's what happened to me because I played Japanese version back then. So that was fun.
Yeah, I just sat there and replayed it again. I didn't have a job.
What kind of pissed me off, or what annoys me about Soul Calibur is all those like weapon, like the character creations from 3. If they really wanted to, they could make like a Soul Calibur 6. You bring back all those characters that everyone wanted from back in the day, blah blah, make amends for how bad 5 was. But then you can also take those Korea character like movesets. Because there's a lot of weapon styles that those characters have that no.
Oh, that's what I loved.
Yeah, there's a lot of weapon styles that those characters have that like characters in the actual game don't have at all. Like nobody's got katana and shuriken No one's got, you know, the kicking stuff like that, blah blah. So you could make brand new characters just for this game that use those old play styles.
My favorite was the bomb and dagger. That was fucking shenanigans.
Yeah, I love those tambourines.
I use katana and shuriken the most. I made like a ninja dude who looked like a cross between Strider and Ryu Hayabusa, like the NES style Ryu Hayabusa.
Oh man,
like, the pole style was like super cool because it was just like Goku stuff with like magical pole extend and all that type of junk.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah,
I remember like I would make my OCs at the time in that game, and like I didn't know what to do with a plot, so I'd have them fight CPU to CPU, and that would decide in the canon of the story what I would do. Because that's how I made my decisions.
Yeah.
Alright guys, you have a nice night. I'm gonna take off.
Alright.
Thanks for the invite.
Good night, my child.
No problem, man.
Rip. Yeah, I don't know, that's something I like to do. I still remember back when Soul Calibur 3 was a thing, before my save file was gone. For some reason, for some strange reason, one of the quotes of like the OC or main character I had got stuck in my head to this day for some reason. Which the quote, it says, I think it's something along the lines of like, I wish we didn't have to commit, that it doesn't have to come to violence, but I played it in Japanese, so it was Tatakatte Sumunaraba. That quote voice was stuck in my head forever.
I know what you mean. I get weird shit stuck in my head too.
Speaking of weird shit, shouts to Chris Chan from back in the day. He used to create character people of people he didn't like, and then he'd fight them as CPUs. And say like,
of course he did. He's fucking Chris Chan.
Chris Chan. But what was so hilarious is that he'd be playing them on like the easiest difficulty, and he'd still get his ass beat.
How bad do you have to be to like? Damn. I don't get it. It's weird.
It's just funny to me.
Just too bad.
But yeah.
Man,
quick side note.
Like playing Chronicle of the Sword though.
Yeah. Quick side note. Yeah.
Quick side note, Saito.
Yeah.
I'm having a little trouble with the free shop on my 3DS. It's not loading new games. What was the last game you were able to load?
The last thing that showed up in my free shop was Mario and Luigi.
Okay, so it's not just me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been manually downloading newer CIAs lately.
Yeah, like I think free shops might go kaput, which is really sad because, but whatever. Anyways, yeah, I fucking miss Soul Calibur, and I'd love to have that series back, but it's not coming back because we live in the bad timeline. So
like,
yay!
I feel like the Noctis thing, like I feel like what they could have done is like you give Kiryu to people for Tekken, but then you have like an amazing, awesome Kiryu trailer, blah blah, yeah, and then after the Kiryu trailer, there's silence, and then it shows a thing where it says ESRB RP, and then you announce Soul Calibur 6. And at the end of that trailer of Soul Calibur 6, you show Noctis as a playable character. I feel like that right there, let's put it this way, Soul Calibur 6, this hypothetical Soul Calibur 6, it could be shit, just as bad as 5, but just because it's a brand new Soul Calibur, and its first guest character shown is Noctis from Final Fantasy 15, which sold very well, and it's seemingly popular with the normies and the casuals. So that right there would generate a lot of money for Namco to maybe go, oh, hey, Soul Calibur isn't dead. And then, even if Soul Calibur 6 is shit, the next installment will then actually be good, because they'll be like, alright, we can put money and effort in the next one.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
We are dealing with retards in the gaming industry these days.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Oh my god.
Absolute retards. But at the same time, I can't blame just the developers, because even the community themselves who play these games are also retarded. Which brings to our next new point. Event scrubs and their bullshit.
Okay, red pill me on that shit. I have no idea what that's all about. Please red pill me.
Okay, Heinz, you start with your.
He's gone.
Displaying it.
Okay.
No, he's right here.
So-
He's not gone. Oh, other guy's gone. My mistake.
Yeah, he.
You
Token
guys have
died.
slightly similar voices. Oh.
Yeah, Token died.
Okay.
He went to slip.
Anyways, go ahead.
Okay, so, Event Scrubs. Yeah, so they posted an article on why KOF isn't, popular in America right now. And they were sitting there just listing the reasons on how, the moves are difficult, and you have to learn 3 characters, and there's nobody around to play online, and the netcode is bad. And it's just all just a bunch of things that sound like from a person that really didn't play the game.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, so it's Jesus. And then when she was doing the article and just talked about one of Geese's inputs for his moves, and it was the wrong input for the move, and I'm just oh. Yeah. But yeah, just this whole thing blew up and literally all over Twitter, because that's where the KOF community lives, on Twitter. People are just coming out of nowhere, and just it kind of actually revitalized the KOF community, because it's just we're all about to go to sleep and get ready for Dragon Ball Fighters. But yeah, so everybody woke up, and then it's just all and there was just there were stories from people who've been playing KOF for a long while, and just a lot of stuff. Man, I was reading this one long tweet from a player / commentator, Hell Pockets, about what was good about KOF 13, and how we had these awesome cool players like Bala and Mad KOF and all that type of stuff, and just a lot of international players that came and made the game look good where people wanted to play.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just after that, it was just things happen. It probably got expensive for people to travel and come to America for EVO, and the KOF community is more of an older community. So, people get married, people have kids, they have to save money, they can't come anymore.
Yeah.
And there was nobody really to step up to give us really high quality matches in 13, so it just fell off in 5 years. 14 rolls around, game's ugly as fuck. People have no respect for SNK being poor. And it's just but the game comes out, and it's probably one of the easiest KOFs to get into. And as a person who plays KOF, and it's just once you learn one KOF, you can play the rest. This is all what it is. Because you learn KOF, and just the overall what are you supposed to be doing?
Right.
Everything else comes over time, and if
almost all of them
if a game adds new mechanics or something for that,
the game has a lot of universal mechanics that apply to all of the series. This isn't say Street Fighter, where 2 has certain chains and combo strings that work only in 2. And then 3 has, parrying and other shit that only works in 3, or input priority that's only in 3. And then 4 has, the chain links and the 1 frame stuff that's only in 4, and focus attack and stuff like that. And then 5 is it's 5. So
triggers and shit.
So that thing has that thing. No, KOF, it's each one plays very, very similar to each other in terms of the universal mechanics. So even if you're someone who's say you played 98 or you played 2002, and that's your shit. Those games, KOF 98 or KOF 2K2, that's your shit. And you play that a lot, you know how those games works. You can still go into 14, and other than maybe you gotta learn how max cancel works, which is not too much to learn really. Other than that, the main basics of KOF, you can jump into it and feel completely fine. Because the pace and the speed of all of them are all very similar. They're all the same type of game speed. The input priority is almost exactly the same. Hell, in KOF 14 it's even easier because you can like buffer shit like really easily when it comes to like buffer like a special into like a super afterwards. That's like a new thing that they made much more easily now. Like you can do, for example, like let's say you have a move that's like those moves that have like core circle forward, half circle back, or shit like that. You can do like say a special where it's like you do the fireball, like say you're playing Ryo or Yuri or something, and you go Kouken as the special ender of your combo. You can just input a half circle after the Kouken and press the other input, and you'll just do the super. You don't gotta do, you know, core circle forward punch Kouken, then immediately cancel and go core circle forward, half circle back punch or kick and do another special. It just do the half circle and it will do the special cancel immediately. So it's like it added little things to make it a little bit easier, but at the same time the game still maintains its like high complexity of depth and all that other shit. It's a way of it's unlike Capcom. It's a game that it did things to make things a little bit easier, but it didn't become retarded because of it.
Like the one thing they added was like in 14 was the rush combo system with the auto combos.
Yeah, and
but
it's not even
nobody uses it.
Yeah.
Like the damage off of 4 hits into super off of that is nothing compared to doing that for real. You could like kind of kill somebody doing it for real.
Exactly. Unlike say fucking Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, where I swear, and I'm being serious about this, not a single person so far when I play online in that game has not proven me right on this. Every single time I see Spider-Man from an opponent online, all of them, 100%, all of them play with auto combo on. And all they do is they zip around, they get to you, and just press fucking square. Until they get that auto combo starts up, and then, you know, they do whatever afterwards. But it's always, they're all playing with auto combo, and they're all playing with easy hyper. Which, I personally don't care if you're playing with easy hyper, because the game has a weird fucking bug where, like, say, opponent does a super, and you want to retaliate with your own reversal super. You do it in the motion. You do it with the motions. The game won't work. But you press the heavy attacks to do easy hyper. It works right away. So me personally, for a strategic point of view, like say some fucking Ultron just throws out his beam super, and I'm like, fuck you, bitch. I got fucking X's charge shot. They'll just plow right through that shit. I can press that right away and just shoot them for that. But if I try to do it the motion way, it won't work at all. So I don't laugh at someone if they use easy hyper. I do laugh at them if they're picking fucking auto combo though, because the game's easy as shit.
That's a really weird bug.
And like the thing about auto combo in Marvel Infinite is it's not reduced damage, it's not whatever. It's literally get the full combo, and then all that shit. So it's not even like, even with easy hyper is not lowered damage. It's the same damage throughout. It's just you only get one super you can use, which usually is their best super, not counting a level 3, but yeah. So it's like, what the fuck? So we have event scrubs.
That entire game is what the fuck.
Yeah, that's true. It brings to another thing. Is people keep talking shit from like day one about KOF 14's graphics not looking good, and yet these people will like defend the fuck out of fucking Marvel Infinite for anything. And I'm like, do you not see how bad this game looks? We had to have.
It looks really janky.
Like, we had to have Maximilian do a fucking 20-minute video about changing fucking like resolution settings in your in an INI file, not even in game, in like a text file that you can alter your settings and shit. We had to have this guy do a fucking 20-minute video telling people how to make the game look slightly better, not actually better, slightly better.
Yeah.
Only on PC though. So, you know, the majority of the player base being on PS4, they're just stuck with this really shit-looking game. With okay game.
Fucking God, it's so ugly.
Well, with like okay gameplay. That's the thing about it. It's like the gameplay is solid-ish, or was solid-ish. And like the moment people start finding what's the optimized stuff, or what's the good characters and who's shit and who's not shit, and what's the meta calls, which honestly didn't take long in this for this game, honestly. Because like other games in the past, like other Marvel games or other fighting games as a whole, people didn't start figuring out like what really is the best shit out there until a while later. But Marvel Infinite, people found that out really quick. Like clearly Dante is by far the best character in the game, bar none. Like the best character in the game. If your team doesn't have Dante in it, you're literally saying I want to lose. And then Dormammu is like just a little bit underneath there. So basically every team should be Dormammu Dante, and then it basically comes down to, do you want to shoot the homing projectile that is like the perfect combo interrupting tool ever in the game to mankind ever, or do you want to pull the opponent towards you and put them in the box? So your choices are only Reality Stone and Space Stone. And then there's retards like me who are like, hey, I want to pick X and Zero, and then put on Soul Stone. And then when Zero dies, I bring X in, I pick Soul Stone, and then I press down, down, both kicks, and then they both go into their super modes, and I just spam projectiles on the screen. And I'm thinking I'm fucking clever and shit, when like in actuality, that's like stupid as fuck, because, you know, the meta is garbage. And that's not even getting into the whole Battle of the Stones thing, where like the game itself isn't even being like streamed on Capcom Fighters. It's like its own channel most of the time. So like Capcom themselves don't even give a shit. On the actual Capcom Cup coming up soon, it's not Marvel Infinite. It's not even gonna be streamed on the Capcom Fighters channel. It's gonna have its own channel and its own like kiddie fucking table, with all of its weird ass shit with these fucking Battle of the Stones thing, like fucking turn off your opponent's controller and choose their team and fucking get the first hit or combo in, or like remove a loss and all this other retarded shit. Like, what the fuck is this? This is not something you do for a real official tournament. This is something you make this is like shit that you make up with your friends, or like you have like a small little tournament with your friends and you guys like, half of you are drinking shit. You make like playing cards, like a deck of cards with these stone effects, and you guys shuffle the deck and then like draw cards and everyone gets one stone, and then you play a little for fun tournament. Not something where it's actually like where money's on the line and shit. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? What is wrong with this freaking community? And people defend this stuff. They're like, yeah, this is so great. And this game, it's okay. The graphics may be bad, but that gameplay, though. I'm like, alright then, what about KOF? That game looks not too amazing, but the gameplay's amazing. And it's got actually pretty good netcode and all this other great stuff. No, we don't want to play KOF. It's too hard for me. I'm like, you fucking idiot!
That was a genuine like burst of rage. I love it.
I hate humans.
Oh my god! It's just like they kill me with that whole like, oh man, I don't want to learn characters. You fucking learn 3 characters in Marvel, and you're going to learn 3 characters in Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yep.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it's like there are other fighting games that utilize a multi-character system, but you're picking KOF to rip on. Why?
Hell, technically, if Dragon Ball Fighters, you don't gotta learn 3, you gotta learn 4, because you gotta learn 3 characters, and then you gotta make sure you also learn Ginyu, because you know there's gonna be some motherfucker out there who's gonna be like, hey, by the way, change, and then you got fucking Ginyu on your team.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Wait, was you confirmed?
Yeah, he was confirmed.
He's confirmed, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, Ginyu and Nappa were the last 2 confirmed.
Yeah.
Nappa actually looks fun. I want to play as him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So far, my team for that game.
The Cybermen.
Yeah. So far, my team for Dragon Ball FighterZ right now looks like it's gonna be Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, or Super Blue, whatever. Like that one. 18 and Kuririn. Those are the 3 I'm gonna use so far.
Probably Nappa, Frieza. I mean Nappa, Piccolo, and maybe Frieza or Vegeta. Because Nappa's my favorite, like low tier Dragon Ball character. I don't know. I just really like his design and shit. like how cocky he is,
Yeah.
and like Piccolo's my favorite character overall. And then like I like 18 because you know she's the best girl.
Yeah.
Right.
So if they confirm Bardock, he's getting in my team no matter what.
Yeah, if I get a Vidal or like kale or cauliflower or something, I'll pick up one of those. Whatever. But
keep in mind, it's Dragon Ball Fighter Z, not Dragon Ball Z Fighter Z. So anyone's fair game.
It's just Dragon Ball Fighters. It's not even Z.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But yeah, it's like they said it was a dream match, and so like whatever. But so far, like I'll probably just rock like Krillin, Yamcha, and maybe Nappa, because I like the fact how he could probably zone people out with Cyberman.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool.
I do. I'm assuming it will happen, but probably it's a final boss character you have to unlock later. But I'm hoping that Android 21 is actually playable too, because she looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm hoping for that too, because I think I saw like another mysterious like female character with like white hair and one in the story cutscene, and it was like a glimpse. So maybe that's like her super form or her true form or whatever.
Yeah. So I'm assuming it's gonna be like the Ramlafal incident with like Guilty Gear, where like they're like a boss person stuff for like arcade mode or story mode. But then you beat that mode and you can unlock them for free or some shit like that. Or kind of like in BlazBlue, where every single game for like BlazBlue lately, they have like a character that you have to beat story mode, or you can pay money to unlock them right off the bat. But you beat story mode and you get this one character unlocked for like forever. Like there was Mu 12 in Continuum Shift, Kagura in Chrono Phantasma, and then now they have in Central Fiction, they have Susanoo, which is not really... Susanoo's not really a good payoff, because he's kind of shit, but whatever.
Dang, I can't even go through the story mode. I'm just like, oh god, I haven't played like 5 games. I'm bored.
For frickin' BlazBlue, I just pressed... I forget what button it was. I think it was R1, and you press the skip button. It just skips fucking everything, and then fucking with what's his face? With frickin' Ragnar. Well, it lets you play as Ragnar like 90% of the time. So it's literally ABC Hellsfang, and that's it. ABC Hellsfang, ABC Hellsfang, ABC Hellsfang. That's all I did.
Damn.
Or I'd go Gauntlet Hades the whole time. So all you hear is Gauntlet to Hades, Gauntlet to Hades, Gauntlet to Hades, Gauntlet to Hades the whole fucking time.
That sounds funny as hell.
Yeah.
I'm glad, Dragon Ball Fighter story mode is like kind of taking that little weird approach of like leveling up your characters along the way and making you choose paths and stuff. This is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I'm liking the fact that it's like 3 different arcs that take place at 3 different times in the Dragon Ball universe.
Yeah.
So it's like so it's like the one you play with Goku like takes place is like probably like I don't know. I know it seems like it's at a super time because the clothes Bulma was wearing. Then there was another one that takes place in the Android arc, and then another one with like Frieza. But I'm not sure which part of that. It was like because Frieza had his full body back, so maybe it was him after he got wished back by the Dragon Balls for Resurrection F.
Maybe.
Probably.
But yeah, and then when I was watching that interview with Christopher Savat and how they were, English stuff confirmed, all that type of stuff, and how they talk about how the characters are going to break the 4th wall because, the hero is you. And it's like, what do you mean? Who's Goku? And it's like, you're Goku. And it's like, what? And then just like how you're controlling the characters, and then you get to like inner monologue with the other characters and actually like talk to them like spiritually. And as you go along, and then like you social link with them motherfuckers.
That's cool. I actually didn't know about all this stuff.
I didn't know that either. Yeah.
I never looked into the details of how the story mode everything is. I just kind of like look for who the characters are coming in, how they play, and that's kind of it. Because like a lot of the information for the game is kind of been scattered, honestly. So it's like I was like, I'm kind of right now. I'm still in a kind of standstill between like I want to get a physical copy, but at the same time, EB Games and Best Buy don't have a link for the Ultimate Edition, which like the Ultimate Edition has both the Season Pass and all that, like those extra things like the anime music and all that shit. But the PSN store has the Ultimate Edition right there, right off the bat. So I'm like, I want to pre-order the game to get the Ultimate Edition because I want that. Because I don't know if that shit's actually going to be in the PSN store afterwards. Because you know how sometimes when Namco Bandai sells their...
Namco.
Yeah, they sell their like fucking special edition with the anime music and vocal tracks and shit. They sell that as like a separate thing and only as a separate thing. And you can't get it as like just the DLC of the vocal tracks itself. So it's,
oh my fucking god!
So it comes. So like if the Ultimate Edition is available as a physical thing, I'll get that right away. But if it's not, which I'll find out as we get closer to the release date, because it doesn't matter when you pre-order, you get all the shit regardless. So like I can wait and see, you know, up until like the final like maybe 2 weeks before the game comes out, before I choose to go digital and get Ultimate Edition on that. Because to me, I want the full game. I don't want no. I can stand to not get the fucking 4-inch Goku fucking figurine by not pre-ordering to EB Games if I just go digital. I can forego that.
I really just want to know what the music is. Like I can like miss the
they already announced it.
Oh wait, what? They already announced what the songs are?
Yeah, they already announced it. It's like Chala Head Chala, We Got a Power, fucking Solid State Scouter, a bunch of other shit like that. Which,
oh god, okay, I'm in there.
But the funny thing about it is that because of some of these songs that were confirmed, it's making me go, does that mean those certain characters are also confirmed? Because like there's a Super song, there's Solid State Scouter, which is like the Bardock theme. So like there's things like that. So I'm like, does that mean Bardock's confirmed? Does that mean a Super character is confirmed? You know what I mean? So it's like,
Sorry. Continue.
No, it's just because of those certain songs being in the special whatever thing, that anime music DVD, like because those anime songs are confirmed, it makes me wonder if those characters associated with that song is also confirmed in the game. Because like if Bardock's in the game, fuck Super Saiyan Blue, I'm playing Bardock. He's like my absolute favorite. He's like my #1 favorite character in Dragon Ball, personally.
I feel. Oh god.
Okay, yeah. So it's the music listed then. Yeah, like yeah. Now that I know that it's that type of stuff, yeah, I'm all for it.
Like it's all Dragon Ball themes. I think they actually even have I keep fucking up the name, but like Mazaguchi, whatever, something Mama something Adventure, the main Dragon Ball theme.
Oh yeah,
that song's also in there too.
Yes.
So
I'm in there.
So you so you can start the thing goes and then the thing goes fight.
Oh my god! And those are like the best fights in Dragon Ball.
I know. But I don't know. I don't know if this song is in the list or not. But I would love if Mezase Tenkaichi is in that list. Because that's like, I love fucking Mezase Tenkaichi. That song was one of the best songs. And that song, remember that song was also used in particular during the Tenkaichi arc when it had Goku versus Krillin, and that was like, some of the best animation in that series, bar none. And that entire scene was hyped because of that music.
Like damn.
Even if it's not in the game, fuck someone will fucking mod it in the PC version anyways.
The PC version is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
But dang, dang, now that means those rumors might be true. That'd be like what? We'd be getting like base Goku, base Vegeta.
The thing about the music though, that was actually shown. There was the music list for the DLC was told officially that Goku DLC, blah blah, that stuff. That's all this rumor shit. And so far, none of those rumors have been shown to be credible at all. Like even the people who like know shit, who actually give out like real rumor leaks, are looking at that guy and saying you're a fucking retard. So.
Damn. just like, holy shit, though. Okay, damn, that means I have to come up with money.
Yeah. I mean, hey, the game doesn't come out till like January, so there you go.
Damn, January 26th, right? Oh god, now I have to come up with double money, because then Sword Art Online Fatal Bullet comes out like next month after.
No, you don't play the Sword Art.
I have to. It's my favorite Sword Art arc. I like DGO, and like it's literally the only way I'm gonna have Freedom Wars 2 because it uses the same mechanics.
Here's the thing, though. It's a Sword Art Online game, so it's gonna go down in price within like fucking 3 seconds. So you can wait.
My god.
You can wait.
But I wanted the special edition with the Xenon figure.
Just get the Xenon figure separately on eBay or something.
God damn it.
Yeah, that'll probably go down in price real quick too. So
yeah, there we go.
God damn it.
I mean, you can. I mean, if you really want it that much, I mean, you can always just look on hot glue figures. There you go. Someone will sell it after they hot glue it.
I didn't need that mental image.
I know, I didn't need it either, and I'm the one who said it. Speaking of which, speaking of special editions and shit like that, something I just want to get out there, but we can go into another topic after I finish this. Fuck limited run games.
Oh my god.
And I love Fangamer. There we go. So let me get to the story. You guys are aware of the whole fucking Skullgirls physical copies that were announced like a year ago, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, people are now finally getting their copies. I myself included finally got my copy. Keep in mind, it took a fucking year for this to happen. And limited run games is all like, we're not gonna let you guys get refunds for your thing. Which is the dumbest shit in the world, by the way. There's no...
That's a red flag.
Yeah, it's a red flag right there. They didn't... When I was, like, fucking... I think, like, month 4 or 5 of this whole, like, thing taking so long, I was like, dude, this is retarded. I want to get a refund. I want to just cancel my pre-order and get my fucking refund. And they're like, no, we can't do that. And I was like, oh, really? So I went through my fucking PayPal and fucking got a chargeback that way. So, technically, I got my money back. Weirdly enough, they still sent me my thing, anyways.
That is weird.
So I have this fucking...
Well, hey, at least you got a free thing.
Yeah, I got a free thing, but at the same time, I open up the box, and like the shit you get in it is like retardedly dumb. Like
really?
It's like I haven't opened up the game case itself to see what's inside that box. Because like for example, I'll get into another really good special edition. I'll get into that detail later, but I don't know what's inside the actual box itself. But outside of that, I mean, there's a soundtrack which only has 10 songs, when the actual Skullgirls soundtrack has way more than that. So 10 song soundtrack. When the thing was delayed for so long, they kept on saying, "Oh, we're gonna compensate you guys with something." And like it was like a pencil board or some shit like that. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna be compensated with a piece of fucking cardboard? No, turns out it wasn't even a piece of cardboard. They sent us this fucking like small ass, like, this thing is smaller than a PS4 disc. This pencil board thing. It's like a clear plastic art thing that you can shine it on the light and you can see shit on it. And that was our compensation. Fucking plastic.
Lovely.
And that's all you get. You get a fucking soundtrack thing, the game, and I don't know what's inside the box of the game. A fucking plastic pencil board thing, and a limited run game sticker. And that's it.
Wow.
So I'm sitting here looking it up on eBay how much it goes for. People on eBay are selling it for like almost $200. So I'm like, all right then. I make a few ads on like Kijiji and shit, and I'm like, all right, $120. I'm open for offers. And I got retards coming at me going, I'll buy it for $20. And I'm like, you're actually your dumbass.
Jesus Christ.
But which brings us to and we also got limited run. When I'm like pointing out these things and showing pictures about how shit this is, limited run games is going up. It's like blowing me up on Twitter, like, oh, well, you look like you're just... They're trying to be fucking clever, by the way, because my fucking Twitter tag thing says determined Saito. So they're like, yeah, you seem to be quite determined to not be not very happy about this. And I'm like, fuck you, buddy. You're always unhappy about the product, blah blah. Other people are happy with it. I'm like, yeah, because fucking no one else.
What other people?
Yeah, like fucking no one else is talking about this, and the ones who are just sucking up your dick because they don't want to get blown up as well. And this one guy was like, well, if you really didn't want to wait, you could just get the game digital on me. I'm like, bitch, I already did. It went on sale on PSN like 800 times. So I got it on digital for like $3, like 4 months ago. And the funny part about it is, one of the big things they advertised for the physical edition was, oh my god, it also has the dual audio of the English and Japanese voices. I look at the digital version, and it has the fucking English and Japanese audio in the options menu right there.
Yeah, there's literally nothing special about that.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, you're only saving grace besides having a disc of the game, which already existed, by the way, because Arc Systems Works had a fucking physical copy of the game like 2 years ago. So there's no point at this fucking thing. That's why I just want to sell this thing and get rid of it. Like, fuck this shit. Which brings me to another thing. I love Fangamer, by the way, because they treat the people who buy their shit with the utmost respect. Because I got the Undertale Collector Edition from them, which I'm actually surprised I got it so soon, because like when the pre-orders came up for it, I right away jumped on it, and I was able to get to be like their wave 1, like their first shipments, and which is great because like I got the collector edition earlier, and I used the locket for my Kara cosplay, which is great. Ironically enough, I myself make fun of my own Kara cosplay and say, yo, look how fucking horrifying I look. According to the people that were at the convention, they're saying I was the best looking Kara there. So I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm not even the right skin color. I'm clearly a dude. The wig looks funny on me, and I'm like fucking 30 pounds too big for this shit. And yet somehow I'm the best one. Like, I should have gone as Frisk, honestly, when I look back, because like I'm a fucking brown dude, and like I should have. And Kara's clearly white, and like Frisk is like ambiguously brown, ambiguously yellow. You know what I mean? You could interpret them as like an Asian or an Indian character. I don't know, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, they're not.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
So like, I could have gone as Frisk and it would have worked fine, but whatever. I have taste with my characters. Anyways, so I get the collector's edition, and the stuff you get in that thing is pretty damn nice. Like, you get a 2-disc like full soundtrack of the game. Like, all 100 plus songs are like jammed into 2 CDs, which is crazy. That comes in its own Blu-ray case. You get the game itself on an actual like box and everything. I think it still has the new game smell in the case. Anyways, the box itself like looks nice. It looks like an official like PS4 box and everything, like all the usual shit you see on the back and everything. Comes with this like little like story booklet thing of like really nice looking artwork inside of it. You also get the official actual art book of like the actual official like big game art book as well. Which is it's a really nice artwork. It has a lot of concept art, little funny ass fucking comments from Toby and Temmie inside the thing. There's even parts where it's like there's clearly swear words, but they censor it to have different they like censor it to say something different. Like at one point it says like, oh, the water here looked like shaving cream. Or there's a part where Flowey is saying fuck you to everyone, but they censor out the CK to say N, so it says fun you.
What the fuck?
And then like all the concept art, it's just everybody else saying STFU to Flowey.
Yeah.
So it's like fun you, and everyone else is like shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up. So I thought that was hilarious. I only have one single problem with the art book. For some strange reason, which I guess this goes into a little bit of spoiler territory, but I mean the game's been out for 2 years, so who gives a shit? There's not a single mention of Mettaton Neo or Kara.
Weird.
Because which is weird.
That is weird.
What's weird to me is that Undyne the Undying is in the thing. Notes about the Sans final boss fight is in the thing.
Right.
There's a whole fucking section dedicated just to Azrael Dreamer.
Right.
So it's like, what the fuck? Where's Kara? Where's Mettaton Neo? Come on, man.
I don't know. Maybe they only had enough pages for certain things.
I don't know. It's just weird to me. Like, not even their sprites are like. There's the thing has like every sprite in the game shown as well, like background sprites, in-game sprites, unused sprites. So it's like, where the hell are their sprites too? Why are these two specific characters completely absent?
Yeah, that is weird.
Like, we can't use the spoiler like excuse, because there's all the other shit that's spoilers is in the book, and you know, who the fuck would buy this book if they didn't already know the story? Like, why the hell would someone who's blind in the series, or not series, blind to the game, buy this art book? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or buy the collector's edition with the art book, whatever. So that's weird, but whatever. I didn't know until a few weeks ago that when people got, because I don't know, I was bored one day and I started fucking watching like unboxing videos of people getting the collector's and shit like that, and I realized that people got some extra shit in their boxes that mine didn't come with. They got like people got like these like postcards with like different artwork on them and little messages on the back and stuff. Like, one person got one where it shows Frisk falling down, and it says, "Golden flowers, they broke your fall." Another person got something where it was, are you guys familiar with the alternate ending if you did a genocide run, but then you did pacifist again? You know how there's like that, the photograph where it shows everybody all together, but their faces are all crossed out?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one person got that, where it's like, it shows all the characters huddled together, but their faces are all crossed out. But you see Kara in the middle with their head, with like you know that pose where someone's like they have their hands on their cheeks and they're kind of leaning forward, like they're just kind of relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that type of face. But you see that, so I'm like, wait a second, why the fuck? The fucking, why are they not in the art book? There's Kara right there. That's spoiler shit. Come on. It's so fucking weird to me how inconsistent they are with this shit. Like, we'll send you a collector edition where you randomly will get different artwork and different jokes and shit on these postcards, and one of them potentially is one with Kara right there. Big major spoiler character, and it's fine, but we don't have official merchandise. We don't get a figurine. We don't get an official shirt. They're not even in the art book. We don't even talk about them on Twitter. But postcard picture and whatever. So anyway, I didn't know that shit was not in my package. So I contacted Fangamer about this, and I just said, like, I told him, like, it's not a big deal. I was just confused that, like, my shit was missing that stuff. And they're like, yo, we'll send you. They were literally offering to send me a whole extra, brand new, full everything copy of the collector edition, like a whole extra copy of it, game and everything. And I was like, no, that's a little too much. Just the things that are missing, and that's it. That's totally fine. And they're like, okay, we'll send you those things, and we'll also send you an extra locket. And my locket was fine. Cool. And my locket's fine. Like, some people got their lockets and they're like off key a little bit. Like, they wind it up and it sounds a little bit off. Mine sounds completely fine. But they're sending me a whole second extra locket just because. It's like a complete difference between fucking limited run games and Fangamer, how different they were. No extra charge, no nothing. I literally got the email like 20 minutes ago with the tracking right now, too.
Damn.
That's actually why I went into this thing right now, because I got that email and it reminded me. I was like, wow, these people actually give a shit.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Wait, what was we talking about before?
I don't fucking remember. Saito just started talking for like literally 30 minutes, and I'm just like, I mean, I'm listening, but I'm just like...
Yeah, okay. I think it was like we went from... Yeah, we really didn't talk about that KOF problem like we were supposed to, but you know, it's KOF. They'll settle their issues. What I want to talk about though is that they dropped a new trailer for Erika's mysterious fighting game, which is now officially titled Fighting EX Lair.
Weird fucking name, but okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. Yeah, they were just kind of trying to combine their two games.
I mean, I'm happy that Erika's doing something new, because they're a really talented developer, so...
The game looks really nice, by the way.
Yeah, it does look nice. It looks very nice, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. Supposedly it's having an open beta in December, so hopefully I get like a PS4 by then.
I know. I hope.
Yeah, December 11th.
I do hope they change the name. Instead of being Fighting EX Lair, call it Fighting Lair EX for one reason, because it then makes the acronym to Flex.
Oh my God, Zachary Ortiz said the same thing, and he wanted that.
You know what? You know what? I'm all for that. I am totally for that.
It's like, hey man, you want to play some Flex?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, and did anybody see the new Shirase trailer?
I'm not happy about that. I want to play Hokuto, not Shirase.
I don't know. Maybe we'll get both of them.
I want from the first trailer onwards, I was like, yo, I'm gonna play as Hokuto. And then now they had this Shirase thing, and I'm like, shit!
It's like, because they have to make a brand new plot.
I don't like Shirase. Because it reminds me of Bloody Hokuto, and I didn't like Bloody Hokuto back in the day.
Yeah, that's what they were going for. Talk about how Hokuto's like possessed anyway by some type of demon thingy, whatever. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, the whole plot's on Erika's Facebook, actually.
Oh, wow. Yo, we Satsui no Hado boys?
Yeah,
maybe,
pretty much.
Maybe.
Except they can't say that because copyright.
Yeah.
This is basically like what it is, like, the whole plot is like literally based around Garuda and how like he was resurrected again, and and so like, you know, fighters with strong, like, you know, fighting passion, like, you know, attract Gogi, and Gogi comes and aid them in battle, and it's just like, I was sitting there reading like Alan Snyder's little bio and just saw like how, like, you know, he's attracting Gogi, but he doesn't attract Garuda at all, and I'm just like, oh, okay. It's
well, that's a thing.
And so, like, Garuda has came across Kairi, and Dire and Mister, because their fighting spirit is strong enough, and it's just like, okay. Oh man, it was like, and they said in the beta we're gonna have like 6 characters, so Skullomania confirmed.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And like Alan Snyder, they showed Doctor and Dark, but he's not gonna be in the beta.
Yeah. Explosive.
Oh god, it's just like, man, that game. It's just like, you know, for them not having any money and them, you know, just be like, I'm pretty sure that shit was supposed to be another April Fool's joke, and then they're just like, yeah, let's make it a game.
Fuck it.
Because, like, when they came out with that, like, fighting, like, Layer Love on the 3DS and that April Fool's joke, that fucking killed me.
That was the thing that pissed me off about the 3DS one was they released that video in fucking, like, June or July, so it wasn't even on April Fool's. Like, what the fuck kind of April Fool's joke is this, buddy? At least when Sega made that amazing fucking Virtua Fighter thing, it was on April Fool's. This was on like fucking July or June. And they're like, "Oh, it's an April Fool's video, guys." So I'm like, no,
you don't do that.
You're like 3-4 months late. But okay.
It's like it's late, and they even had like little screenshots of like Blair Dame and shit for that, and I'm just like, what the fuck? It's just If I do have to say though, I kind of don't like Alan's new gi.
Yeah.
Like it's like I know they're trying to like make it seem like he's the American, but it just comes off as him wearing something Mexican so hard, and I'm just like, what is this? Just like but yeah,
maybe he
man, I can't wait. I can't wait to get a hold of that game because it just really seemed like this, you know, might be the Street Fighter cross Tekken that like everybody wanted or something. Maybe, I'm not sure, because the Gogi system seems that deep.
Yeah, and what's funny to me is that like the game is on like basically as far as we know, like a shoestring budget, and yet like it looks really good despite being that like cheap. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they probably took out some loans for it.
Yeah, they said they said they were looking for a publisher, and then like by the time Evo came around, they had got one, and I'm just like, who? And it's just like AZ Library, and I'm like,
well,
hello?
He like went out.
Yeah, the AZ Library. Yeah, that's the people who are publishing their game for them in Japan, at least.
AZ.
God damn it.
AZ.
But yeah, and then they was talking about what was it? It's just like, yeah, that was weird too, because pre-orders for the game haven't went up yet. For us anyway, because I know back then for the Japanese release, they were talking about they had to pre-order to get into the beta, but they're saying ours is just like just a beta.
So that means like fucking like 400 people will actually get in.
Something like that.
You know,
I don't know.
So basically,
like they didn't say anything about having plus or anyway.
So you know that means like Maximilian, and those people are getting in automatically. Sometimes I wish I had a big following.
Yeah,
we all do, sort of.
I could have had one if I would have kept reviewing hentai games.
Well, why wouldn't you? Why not?
I don't know. It wasn't my camera.
Oh, I see.
I mean, you can always just do it, just vocal.
Yeah,
that's what I'm doing.
Probably, yeah, because I don't know. I would really like to lay down the differences between Honey Select and Play Home right now.
There you go. Start off with that.
Just like, damn, I really think I wasn't gonna like Play Home because Illusion always goes back to just rape games after making this fun customizing game. And it's just like, oh, back to rape, and it's just like, but they brought the custom, like the good custom character stuff over into the rape game, so I was just like, okay, I can port my characters over.
Now you can customize your people and rape specifically who you want.
Oh my god,
that sounds really wrong.
It really does. It's just like, it's so
that's
weird.
That's cheaping for you.
But I was just like, and then I'm seeing like how they're just sitting there just combining the character creator with the studio as one thing, so you could take these really good pictures and the character creator. And I'm just like, that's fucking genius. Oh man. It's like, if the only thing I don't like about Play Home is that you can't get a lot of detail in the eyes anymore. Because when you used to do like the eye white reflection and stuff like that, you could like color it as its own color, and it's just like, it used to stand out like really good, but like now it just doesn't. And I'm not sure if it's just the trade-off of just Play Home's graphics being more realistic than anime. But I don't know, because I had to take out one of my characters like heart-shaped eye reflection because it just wasn't, you know, showing up properly on yellow eyes.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it sucks so much.
First world problems.
Yeah, these hentai games, and had them having better character creators than like almost every other. Like, why? Just hentai games.
Just hentai games. Alright. Anybody else?
How long has this been going?
It's been almost 3 hours. That's what I'm saying. Anybody
Jesus Christ!
Anybody got any like? If anybody has any like short topics they can go through, we'll go for that. Otherwise, we can start.
I think I'm good.
All right.
I was actually gonna call it a night and just kind of watch Game Grumps for the next few hours and go to sleep.
All right. Anybody got anything they want to plug first before I go into my shill mode shit?
Okay. I did want to say one more thing about the KOF community.
Okay.
Just like, the one thing that I do kind of like say that KOF's like problem is of why Americans can't get into it is the input window. Because KOF is the only 2D fighting game that requires you to put in an input after you do, like, before the move you did before actually hit something or on hit. Where every other 2D fighting game like lets you hit something and put in your input after. And that's a thing that throws people off. So like if KOF was to one day change that, that would let more people in. Because it's not the inputs themselves, it's just that window is small. Alright, that's all I had to say.
Alright. I guess for myself, I mean, I'm working on the first installment for the big Mega Man retrospective that I'm going to be starting up very soon. I've got a lot of gameplay footage recorded, though I haven't actually recorded the vocal part yet. It's gonna be. I hope it runs out. I hope it goes well. Though I actually never done anything like this before. Honestly, I kind of usually just kind of let it ramble and things like that when I say in my videos or anything vocal. It's probably one of the first times where I'm trying to sort of somewhat work on a script of sorts instead of just simply just rambling it. I'm still gonna improv most of what I got to say, but I gotta like keep to certain notes on each thing. It's like now it's like the first time where I'm really playing these games and really trying to look into them deeply into like individual notes, as opposed to just, you know, playing it, have fun, beat it through, and maybe learn a few extra mechanics here and there. Now I'm like looking through them with a fine-tooth comb, seeing what's really correct and what's really not correct about them. Which some of the things I'm gonna start probably saying about some of the other ones that people really like, it's gonna piss people off. First thing I'm gonna say right off the bat, it's the second game that I talk about. Some people are not gonna like what I'm gonna say about Mega Man 2. That's all I'm gonna say. Some people are not gonna like what I'm gonna say.
Oh wow.
That's one game that I'm gonna probably get into pretty deep.
You cut off for a second there. What game was it?
People are not gonna like what I'm gonna say about Mega Man 2.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I don't think that game's aged very well, but whatever.
But yeah, people will herald it as one of the best of all time, and I'm gonna kind of get into that. Yeah. People are also probably not gonna like what I'm gonna have to say about some of the later games in the opposite spectrum. Games that some people deem as complete garbage. I'm gonna be like, shit, this is one of my favorite ones of all time. But yeah, that's just me. Other than that, I mean, I've got a Patreon. It's at patreon.com/determinedsaito. And if you're looking at the screen right now for the fucking 0 people watching right now, it's on the screen right now. On the dialogue box that I like to throw shit on there. Just, yeah, cool. You get special perks. For one, you get your special fucking Discord channel and chat spot just for Patreons. You can get first dibs on topics and as well as placement in the actual podcasts and such that come in the future, among many other things. So yeah, if you're into that, go ahead. That's all I've got. So,
yeah, it's kind of like that too. I'm just kind of like, I don't know, tired isn't the right word, just kind of drained.
Yeah, same.
At the moment.
Same.
I got a fucking interview tomorrow, and I'm like trying to find a job, and I really hope it goes well. But
woo, stay determined.
Yeah, so you can buy stuff. I need to get you on the PS4s.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Stay determined.
Alright, well, I guess I'll see you guys next time.
Same bat channel, whatever the words were. Alright,
yeah.
Everybody have
dishes to wash, okay.
Alright, y'all have yourselves a wonderful night.
Me too.
For those who did actually stay and watch for this, your viewership fills me with determination.